Good morning, good evening, welcome to Midweek Point and Click. We are on episode 14 of the Book of Unwritten Tales 2. Chances are we are very close to the end. I think we're in the last chapter, and it's part 2 of this chapter, as we did a lot last week. We've got Steve in the house. How you doing?
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Well, I am doing fine. How was your week? What did you get up to?
May have gone to see a recording of Hard Quiz.
Yes, that was excellent fun. I think it's season 10, episode 2 is our episode, which will come out next year. Yeah. So, being in the audience for the first time, was it a great experience?
Yeah, because I'd never been in the studio audience for anything, so I was interested in the mechanics. The show was good, and the hype man was really good. And yeah, that was like very interesting and funny.
Yeah, for sure. It's. I never probably would have thought that there would be a hype man. It's pretty obvious that there is a hype man these days, I guess. I think the only other audience I've ever been in was remember Red Faces, that TV show spin-off of Hey Hey. Yeah. I think,
so it's the more modern version after they spun it off.
Yeah, I think rather than being a segment of Hey Hey, they just had a full show of it.
Yeah,
which I guess is like X Factor.
Yeah, probably because of X Factor and Australian Idol, or X Factor mainly. It probably went. We'll do it with. We'll do a copy with the use an IP that people recognise, even though half of everyone recognises it as the show that had that racist act in it.
I think though it was the other way around, because when I went and saw it, I must have been in like grade 1. It was part of holiday program.
Okay.
I don't remember too much other than it actually having applause lights and cheer lights and things like that that you do. But there was definitely no hype man for Red Faces. But yeah, actually having a comedian as a hype man for the audience is a great idea, because there was a lot of laughs, whether you're watching the show or not.
And it gelled well. I was surprised though when he said that he'd been the hype man for some other shows. Was like, I don't know if that, like, I would have thought that would be more traditional. But then he said Q&A, which is the local political debate show. He said he was a hype man for that, but he did mention, maybe I shouldn't say because he said this off the microphone. That was probably a joke, but he said it's warming up the crowd in that show. It was he said it was a struggle because how do you warm the dead?
Exactly.
But which I thought was funny. But yeah, that was kind of a surprise, because it's would you I don't know how you do it, but also would they want to be hyped up? That was kind of the weird part, but that he matched the show. I wonder because it did seem like everything gelled in that, like you mentioned about having other jobs, but he said that the show was really good for it to work on. You don't know if that's always true, except everything did seem to gel together. His sort of brand of humor versus the host's brand of humor and the show in general's brand of humor.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy as well how intimate it can get. Like, the host of Hard Quiz, Tom Gleason, actually comes down and speaks with the audience, and you can ask him questions if you want, things like that. I don't know, it's a great time. And because it's funded by the government, it's completely free. So if anyone is in Melbourne and you want a good time, go check out Hard Quiz. All right.
Yeah, because my mum always talked about, there was a comedy troupe in Australia. They were they're mostly known as the D Generation, but they later on had a show called The Late Show, because it was kind of later than the rest of the primetime shows. The D Generation was their name when they were in uni. They were kind of like uni students that formed a comedy troupe while they were in uni.
Is that Tony Martin and Mick Malloy?
Yeah, Tony Martin, Mick Malloy, and all those, Jane Kennedy. The mum said she went to a show of theirs, and she always liked, one of the members is called Panto, because during a break, all the rest of them went off backstage to as part of their break. But Panto actually went out and talked to the audience and joked with the audience, and she said that was always really nice for him to do.
Is the nickname meant to be pantomiming? Is that what the nickname came from?
No, I think it's his actual last name, or it's short for his last name or something.
Gotcha. Cool. All right, well, I think it's my turn for the recap. In the last episode, we were basically trying to get access to this castle, which we managed to get right at the very end. But one of the things we need to do is defeat a werewolf who ended up being our little friend Timmy the rat. He seems to have been bitten by a werewolf at some point, and because this place is always nighttime and always a full moon, don't know how that happens, but anyway, he's a were-rat while hanging around here.
Which is then a weird name for it. I sort of understand that flows off the tongue, but a werewolf is someone who transforms into a wolf. So if he's a rat that transforms into a wolf, it's not necessarily a were-rat. It's still werewolf because he transforms into it's.
Yeah, true.
That's a weird. It was a weird thing in my head. That naming thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. Along the way, we had a bounty hunter friend that we've seen in a few of the previous episodes. She was finally revealed to be a gnome. Are we a gnome? No, we're not a gnome. What are we?
Gnome, because I always think of him as
we are a gnome.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to be a gnome.
So she's a gnome as well. We find out that she's afraid of spiders. And that's I think there was some point where her helmet came off because she was afraid of a spider, and we figured out that that's a lady. And then later, we find out that the big bad of the forest is basically a Pennywise stand-in, where they are only strong from people's fear and can't actually interact with people physically. So when everyone realized that there's nothing to be scared of, they couldn't do anything. Did we end up getting anything from the lair? Because we went into...
I think that mostly played as like a scene. I don't know if we had time to muck around in there. It was just us dealing with the threat with her.
Oh, you know what it was? The shop owner wanted to get rid of the Headless Horseman, but the Headless Horseman was none other than this spirit that was scaring everybody because it appeared as things.
Because also, it was mainly the Headless Horseman, but he was sort of shotgunning everything. He was like scared of ghosts and scared of zombies. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff he was scared of.
Exactly.
So then it made sense of the fear thing, because it's like, that would also, if you had multiple fears, that would, or generally a fearful person, that would manifest itself in multiple things.
For sure. So we ended up defeating that ghost by scaring it away, explaining to the shopkeeper that it was, nothing to be afraid of. And then he did something that I can't remember that allowed us to get here. Was it right directions or something? No, it was the girl. There was a lady that we found in the forest, and she is in love with, I guess she's like a cat, not a catfish, a pen pal or whatever with Dracula, who lives in this castle.
Yeah.
And we managed to get here. I don't actually understand. I don't remember why we need the shopkeeper at all, really. Let's check the inventory. Maybe there was something.
I think it just might have been a character and then she took us away. I think it was like, we needed permission from him for something, or maybe directions.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was directions to the castle. Alrighty, so we're in a new area. We haven't collected anything. This is the best part of an adventure game.
I missed a bit.
What?
We found out at the end that the bounty hunter might be DTF for Wilbur.
Oh, I see.
There's a little moment between them.
That's right.
DTF.
Well,
DTF, the boss mean down to fantasy.
We got a reward from the shopkeeper of gold, and she gave us a kiss on the cheek and then stole our gold. So, I don't know. Maybe it's real, maybe it's not.
Did she steal our gold?
She did. She took the whole lot. Because it was meant to be split between us.
Okay.
Alrighty. We have a lot of things here.
And I hope that... I'd rather Wilbur got a little bit more than a kiss then for like half the gold.
Jesus.
Nasty statues. I saw them from the drawbridge. They look like a mixture of a man
just quickly,
and
I'm going to need a stream of it.
And it's almost as if they watch you the whole time as you approach the castle.
The thing at the top right of Discord, I think they changed the activity so it doesn't show currently playing. They changed the UI, so that's why it shows for me Enshrouded when I was offline. Because it's been showing Wukong for you for like ages, regardless of whether you're on or not.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I just clicked on you to type to you and it sent a enshrouded message to you, which is really strange. I don't know. But I guess...
That's weird then. But yeah, it's got the top right. It shows last played games, I guess.
Yeah, it says you got a 10 times streak of enshrouded.
Yeah, that means maybe 10 days. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. You can see the
Oh,
game
but
now?
yep.
Yep, sweet.
Neither the drawbridge nor the portcullis were able to protect Van Buren against the mages, paladins, and villagers who came for him. Maybe he was no longer at the height of his power. Otherwise, a sorcerer like him should be able to defend a castle like this easily.
What's wrong, Tongs? Why are you sighing?
What do you reckon Dracula's going to look like?
Oh, we already saw him.
Because have we?
Yeah, at the end of the episode, he opened the door and took the lady in. He's like a little short
Okay.
dude.
I don't remember. Okay. Yeah, I wondered if it was just going to be like the traditional Bela Lugosi Dracula, Universal Pictures Dracula, or the one from the Bram Stoker, the Francis Ford Coppola's version,
Mm.
or a comedic version, or something different.
What about the Count from Sesame Street? One!
Could. That would be funny if they did that.
He kind of looked a little bit like Leisure Suit Larry, a little bit. We'll see him in a second, I'm sure.
Did you know the costuming for Dracula and Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula? He was a Japanese person that knew nothing about Dracula, so that's why it's so unique and not like
Okay.
copying and mimicking previous Dracula stuff.
I don't think I've actually seen that movie. All I know is he's got that. Well, it's mainly the Simpsons episode, the Treehouse of Horrors one that I know of, the Dracula thing. But
Okay.
it's just that stupid heart-shaped hair.
Oh yeah, and that's part of it. I think that's the part of the design because he's got that. It certainly makes sense because he's got what looks like a kimono a lot of the time, which doesn't fit the like European lord thing, but it does look foreign and but he kind of wears that around the house like when he's casual.
Yeah. I guess he's also like worldly in a sense. Like Dracula has traveled the world a bit before settling down.
Yeah, it could be that too, and also probably owns like part of his richness. He probably owns trade routes and stuff like that.
The chicken coop is in pretty much the same condition as
Yeah,
the
it is a
castle.
pretty good movie.
Skew whiff. And the roof leaks.
Skew whiff. Haven't said that word in a long time.
The count seems
This could
to
be
like chickens. That's a good sign. Anyone who likes animals can't be a bad person.
it's gonna be
chickens seem to
tolerant of
quite
the
lively.
acting,
They run,
some of
they
the acting
peck.
because
You could say they're poultry in motion.
Poultry.
it's like there's almost like that movie almost has like two different generations of actors. You've got the Gary Oldman and Anthony Hopkins and stuff on one end, and on the other end of this age spectrum is Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder and a few others, and there is a marked difference between their acting.
Don't forget Tom Waits.
Tom Waits is in it. I actually don't know Tom Waits that well.
Tom Waits was the inspiration for Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
He's a musician. He was the what's the guy's name? He was the basically like the slave to Dracula. Renfield? Renfield. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna steal this water bowl.
A shallow water bowl for the chickens. Empty.
Let's steal it.
They've no use for an empty bowl.
Damn straight. All right. Empty bowl.
The count seems to like chickens. That's a good sign.
Okay. Still. Okay. Interesting. Monica Bellucci.
She's in.
The
She
count
in
and
it?
his young fiancée met through a newspaper ad, which means someone has to fight his way through the mountains on a regular basis.
Yeah, I don't remember her being in it, but yeah.
Oh,
Just a single sealed scroll.
let's steal his
Count
shit.
Vladimir Orlov, The Dark Woods. Oh, hey, the seal bears the sea stone coat of arms.
I would recommend watching that. So in the main story of Dracula, there's a whole section that's skipped where it's the voyage across from continent to continent, and there's that movie that came out which explains the voyage. It was pretty good.
Legend
Okay.
has it that a master builder was once hired to come up with a visually appealing way to divert water from the roofs of buildings. He thought to himself, why don't I put statues on the corners of the roof and let them get rid of water the way you well, get rid of water.
Hang
The
on.
idea with the peeing statues didn't meet much approval, and they forced him to change his design. He was very angry about the whole thing.
Is that what a gargoyle's
That's why
for?
gargoyles today look like they're constantly throwing up.
Surely not.
What would he say they're for?
For redirecting rain, almost like a gutter.
No, I doubt it.
Maybe it's
I
just
think
this
that's
one.
within this fiction. Yeah, that's what they're designed for. But
Doesn't look like rain, thankfully. A storm is the last thing I need in a place like this. I'd say that coach hasn't moved a metre since old Van Buren's day. Several spokes are broken. Yes. Ooh, there's a small tree growing out of one of the seats.
Tongs, a meter is 3 1/3 feet, just so you know.
I wonder how many owners this castle had before Van Buren. Too bad it's so run down. Soon it'll be nothing but ruins.
Gonna steal some weeds?
Nothing but weeds and trash everywhere you look. The Count really does need some urgent household support. Time to make myself useful as the new servant. On the other hand, I'm not the world's best gardener and should probably leave well alone.
Well, we still got some though. That's good. Maybe we're gonna make some tea. So that's why we got a saucer and. No, okay. I was telling Tongs last night on my stream, Steve, but in Wukong, I finally met Pigsy, which is really cool.
Okay.
In an old building like this, falling masonry is probably an occupational hazard. Wonder if that's why the position of Igor was open.
Do you remember in the city, Steve, where the new Flinders Street tunnel's being built? There used to be like a whole block of, I think they were apartments or office buildings, but the whole facade of the building fell down one time and they blocked off the whole area.
No, I don't remember that.
It's like massive sheets of concrete just fell like from a skyscraper height down to the ground. Didn't hurt anyone, but man, could have.
Stone's fairly flat, maybe some sort of roof tile. Yeah, big white maggots.
I think we need the maggot for the chicken, right?
Okay, if we must. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's one more gargoyle.
The castle is way too big for one person. Why do all rich people always buy buildings like this and live in them all alone? As the rooms the Count uses are so dilapidated, I wonder what the others will look like.
All right, and I think the chicken is the same dialogue. Let's quickly check.
The chickens seem to be quite lively. They run, they peck. You could say they're poultry in motion.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if we can give the grubs to the chicken? No, we can't. Okay, don't know what we're going to do with the grubs yet.
Oh, fine. Lovely.
It's a photo of Saku. Oh, look at this. This is like a it reminds me of what Grim Fandango had, maybe? Maybe a little bit off.
A small wood stove like that can't even begin to heat such a huge building. Here in the hallway, it's exactly the same temperature as outside. The stove reminds me of the one in my classroom in Seastone. It had a broken pipe too, and it was pretty useless. However, this one looks less pleasant.
It's reminding me of a Pokemon, the stove.
Okay.
Ooh, scary people. I can't tell if these are relatives of the sorcerer or the Count. The only certainty is that these are some of the creepiest faces I have ever seen. But they look somehow generous.
I hope that's candle wax. That is. I'm going to steal some.
Ooh,
Oh,
scary people. I can't. The only.
Oh, what's this? There's something. A mirror.
The castle really needs to be dusted. But seeing as how it would be my job as the servant, I think I'll just keep quiet on the subject. The Count probably got tired of always having to clean the mirror.
You know,
is it going to have no reflection?
yeah, I reckon he will. Do you know the best way to clean a mirror, Steve? If you're ever wanting to clean a bathroom mirror, or windows for that matter, same deal. There is a trick that cleans it like no other, and that
Just
is
set up of a joke.
no, it's legit. It's a life hack, if you will. Rather than using a cloth and like Windex, use the Windex still, but instead of the cloth, use a scrunched up newspaper. You'll have the cleanest windows known to man.
Very old
Okay.
mirror. Except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick.
Except I don't get the paper.
Yeah.
Very old mirror.
Oh, we can get the cloth? Sweet.
How many candles must have burned here to leave a pile of wax that big? Or
How
are
does
those
he-
magic candles that have been burning for decades?
It kind of has to be because I was thinking about the candelabras where
Oh, I didn't
kind
even
of that
see
much
them.
build up.
Yeah.
But like, how does it build up that much when you're not replacing them? Like, surely that would, like,
How tall would the candles must have been originally? Like 8 feet tall?
I started thinking they must be internally, but then constantly generating melted wax, even though they're internally burning candles like that. Yeah.
Tongs, I'm not sure. The ink may even help clean it. I'm not sure. There's some sort of magic involved. You'll have to check it out. It's really good.
If I need a load of candle wax, I know where I can find it.
Will it be like Ren and Stimpy, where do you remember that episode where they break up, so to speak, and Ren goes to live in a cave somewhere, and he builds a Stimpy out of earwax?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Roughly.
From the outside, it looks as though the castle has at least 5 or 6 floors, and old castles often have cellars and dungeons too. Judging from the outside, I'd say at least 5 or 6. And old castles like this one often have cellars and dungeons too. A lot of work.
Hang on, didn't he just say that?
I think he's repeating himself.
That's so weird. This photo of Dracula at the top is very good. I'm gonna click that again and see if he says it.
The only footprints on the dusty stairs are from Miss Kiki. Doesn't count Orlov ever visit the upper floors.
Or he
Does the Count
floats.
stay down here the whole time? I should have a look around down here. The only footprint does. Hard to believe how high the ceiling is in this hall. The chandelier chains disappear into the gloom. You can see eyes blinking way up in the dark, and you can hear the occasional squeak. I think those are bats. The Count probably hasn't noticed them yet. I can hardly imagine him allowing bats in his castle.
We had a bat in our house many years ago when I lived with my parents. It was cool. Oh, that's a chest. I thought it was a grate.
The stairs don't just lead upwards, they also go down into an impenetrable blackness. Dungeons, tombs, all kinds of things that I don't want anything to do with could be down there. The stairs don't just dungeon.
It's weird that it has a doorway icon. Oh, it's just because it's a new scene, I guess.
There are some pretty strange characters here in the gallery, but this one really takes the cake. A very unpleasant looking fellow. He looks evil, arrogant, and more than a little bit crazy.
There's a key in the picture.
There are some pretty strange, but this... a heavy wooden chest with 7 seals. 2 of them are open. Could be where the book is hidden, but it could also contain the Count's well-protected underwear. Either way, there's no sign of how to open the 5 remaining seals.
Oh, these are the seals here. Okay.
Could be where the book is hidden. Either way.
Don't think there's anything just yet. Speaking of Bruce, Steve, do you remember that old movie called They Still Call Me Bruce?
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, the picture changed. What the?
Oh, I did too.
Am I nuts, or are those paintings different from before?
It's like one of those digital picture frames.
The pictures don't seem to be alive like in the Mage Tower in Seastone, but they seem to constantly change. Very handy if you have more paintings than space on the walls.
Go to the hall. Seals are cute, yeah. There he is, Dracul. Dr. Acula himself.
There you are, Igor. Prepare dinner for my fiancée.
Verdantry, how you doing?
And set the table with all the trimmings. We want to have a romantic meal before withdrawing.
Withdrawing.
That's definitely the Bella Lugosi voice.
The villagers told me that the mad sorcerer Ashcroft Van Buren used to live here.
That is correct, until he was hung, drawn, and quartered.
Oh, there's another key here.
The wizards and paladins didn't do things by halves, just quarters. They took everything that was of interest or value to them. They left the rest here.
Was there a book amongst the things left behind?
The Sorcerer's Diary. Yes, I found that a few months after I moved in a secret desk drawer.
No, I mean, more of a magic book, you know, with incantations and such.
No, not that I know of.
I have a feeling that the seals that we need to open needs a special key, because this is now the second picture of a key. There must be some way to, I don't know.
Get the keys from the pictures.
Yeah.
That's what I started to think.
The large chest in the hall looks like it's been there a long time. Is it yours?
Van Buren had it built, but now it belongs to me. The painting up there is of him. The chest and the painting are the only things the mages wanted to take with them, but they couldn't. Both are bound to the castle by powerful magic.
Ooh, so there must be something important in there.
I don't know. I've only been able to open 2 of the 7 seals.
Maybe that's where he kept his spellbook.
Is it valuable? The young ladies are getting ever more demanding these days, and my new line of guano skin cream for the man of the world hasn't done quite as well as I hoped.
Nice.
Master, maybe
I
I
was selling
can
it,
help
not
open
using
the
it.
chest for you. I'm good at that kind of thing.
If you wish, as long as it doesn't clash with your other tasks. I want to be sure my little bunny rabbit is properly pampered.
Ooh, what's that?
Here, the Sorcerer's Diary. I was able to open the first 2 seals with the help of this.
Thank you, Master.
Great. Is that Critter? Or is it in the painting? It's like a critter-like. I don't know.
Maybe it's a little bit dark for me on the.
You just called me Igor, but my name is Wilbur.
My servants are all called Igor. Igor, his father Igor, his grandfather Igor, and his father too.
Ooh, you certainly had a lot of servants.
That's why it's too late now to get used to a new name. I'll call you Igor. I would even give you Igor's old suit, if I had it.
Now, the question is, have any of you ever met an Igor or seen a person named Igor in real life?
No, but I imagine that since the book Frankenstein came out, that name's probably although he wasn't in the book, was he?
I'm not
But
sure.
yeah, that name's. I think he's someone. I haven't read the book, but I've heard someone say that Igor doesn't come from the books. It's from the Universal Pictures. But yeah, I think as soon as that happened, no one named their child Igor anymore.
So I have not met, but I saw a band. In fact, it was my one of the first concerts I ever went to where the drummer, his name was Igor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the drummer for Sepultura. His name was Igor Cavalera.
So his parents
Brazilian.
hated him.
Just Brazilian. I think maybe it's a South American name.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you know much about werewolves?
Not particularly. Us and them, We don't get on. Normal wolves, yes. They're the children of the night, and I like standing on the balcony of an evening, listening to them singing. But werewolves, poor souls that have been cursed and can feel nothing but primitive anger and hate.
Is there any way to get rid of the curse?
Of course, quite easily. You have to kill the werewolf that cursed you in the first place.
And if you don't know who it was?
Then you can only hope that a friend pumps your head full of silver.
Oof.
No way.
Now, in werewolf lore, if the werewolf dies by other means, as in like old age or whatever, do you suddenly not become a werewolf anymore? If you were
I was
bit,
about to raise how stupid I always thought that rule is. Because, like, what if a werewolf bites someone, that person transforms, and then they bite you, and you transform, and someone kills the second-degree werewolf? So the parent is... There's a whole line that just suddenly is cured, or are you fucked because the person who beat you got cured, and so they can't be...
think it's the whole line gets cured from memory.
Okay. Then how are they werewolves if
you and the young
just-
Miss Kiki?
If you killed the
For
first
young
one,
lady,
surely
a rocket
that'll be
salad
gone.
with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast.
Maybe, yeah.
That's what
I don't
young
know.
ladies eat these days. Nothing for me, thank you.
Not even a little bite?
Maybe later. Until then, I'll make do with a glass of red wine.
As you wish, Master. I'll go and find the chef and order the salad.
I don't have a chef. I normally order out.
But I can't cook.
Uber Eats.
How hard can it be to make a salad with vinegar and oil? Make haste, Igor.
Oh, okay.
Very well. Count
We've got the
all up,
flowers
Master.
already.
I saved your fiancée in the forest. She was thrown from a horse and lost her way.
The poor child. What luck that nothing happened to her. I've been waiting for her for so long.
I heard you've been married a few times.
Many times. Unfortunately, I've never grown old with any of my lovers. I am cursed. I'm forced to try again every few years with a new young woman.
Oh, that's terrible. I'm really sorry. Master, this scroll was in the postbox.
From Seastone. Archmage murdered. Wanted, blah, blah. Nothing of any importance.
Are you sure?
I'm not interested in politics. Kings and archmages come and go.
Yes, you're right. No reason to burden yourself with such things. There's a picture of the Archmage and me on the cover. Even if the Count isn't interested in politics, he's not likely to let a wanted murderer work for him. He would hand me over to the Van Burens if he noticed.
Can I take it back?
Luckily, the scroll rolled itself back up. Otherwise, the Count may have spotted that his new ego is wanted for murder.
Maybe he wants that.
The council leader must have sent these search warrants everywhere. I hope one didn't make it here. I'll have to be careful. I don't want to go back to Seastone in chains. Luckily, the scroll rolled itself back up. Otherwise,
Okay.
the Count seems to be a wine lover. Red wine, to be exact. Seems to me the Count doesn't need a servant for his wine. He refills the glass himself. The Count seems...
Okay.
I haven't seen any of the Bela Lugosi vampire movies, but
Are these just decorative plates, or can they be used? Nate
There's a scene-
once ate fried potatoes off of the Queen's face in Elfborough. Ivo's mother was not amused.
there's a scene that I know just because Gilbert Gottfried, it's one of his favorite scenes to reproduce, but it's like it's where like there's a girl at his woman staying in his place, and she's seeing some of their like stuff at night, like the bats or something, some of the supernatural stuff, and he comes in to calm her down, and he's like, calm down, child. The dark, it plays tricks on the mind, and you need a sedative. and that's the like they do the accent and also the night it plays tricks on people's minds.
Oh shit.
Igor, be more careful.
I didn't do anything. The plate just flew off the wall.
I've lived here for 10 years. Castle Orlofstein has never been haunted.
Weird.
Oh, we got one of them at least.
Incense? Not something I really expected to find in a place this old. On the other hand, maybe the Count also noticed that it sometimes smells a little moldy and musty in here.
You know the story about how Rob calls these sticks incest sticks?
I could probably imagine why, but don't think so.
Oh, we were just at his house one time and he proclaimed, he's put his finger up and goes, "I feel like incest," and then went and got out the sticks, not realizing what he had said. Silly bloke.
Incense? Not something I really expected to find in a place this old. On the other hand, maybe the Count also noticed that it sometimes...
Okay, so we can't... Oh no, what's this? Open the drawer. That's easy to miss.
Cutlery.
He's fucking stealing everything.
Oh, we've got to make a salad though, at least.
I find it odd that Count Olaf bought a castle in the dark woods. Most old people love the heat and the sun. There's not a lot of either here. Maybe he burns easily.
Oh, we can look in the drawer again. Something else?
No, nothing of interest.
Okay. Can we put... Okay. And...
I'm pretty sure this is something similar to rocket.
for the Americans out there, rocket is arugula. Can we put the fat maggots in there?
These fat maggots are about the right size, but they don't look much like fried chicken.
Okay.
They're slightly transparent and really slimy.
They could be like witchetty grubs where they change when you cook them.
Yeah, maybe. I saw a video on Instagram where I don't know what kind of animal it was. Maybe like a little civet or something, like a little little possumy thing, where the owner gave them a big fat maggot like that, and then snipped the top of the maggot, and inside looked like a Cadbury cream egg, and the civet just like ate the insides out. It was very cute and gross at the same time.
It's like I think I've seen something in a cartoon where it's like I would be grossed out if someone did that in real life, but it's where they're eating lobster and they've ripped off the tail and then they just suck the guts up
by pulling
Yuck.
out of the body.
There's only one cord.
Who needs more?
Whatever the animated thing was, they did it several times, and it's like, does people really eat them like that?
A lovely glass with a thick bottom. Glasses made of perfect transparent glass like this are very rare and expensive.
Okay, we're gonna steal it. Okay, excellent. Stolen. Let's see. Scroll, wine. Oh, we got candlestick.
Ooh, the space here isn't just brighter and friendlier than the entrance hall. All the candles make it a lot warmer too.
Can we steal it? Okay. Ooh, that's setting up a nice, lovely... Oh, that's kind of in an awkward spot, though.
Yeah.
No one wants to eat like that. Come on, Wilbur. We need to find some... Well, red wine, technically...
Seems to me the Count doesn't need a servant for his wine.
Would be
He refills the
vinegar.
glass himself.
But that's probably blood, not red wine, so... Alright.
Yeah, but the cartoon wasn't done in a comedic way, so it made me think that that's how people do it, and they're replicating that.
Do you reckon these are Kickstarter backers or something?
I wouldn't have thought so. hope not, because I find that stuff obnoxious, but there's gotta be a reason for it.
The stairs don't just lead upwards, they also go down into an impenetrable blackness. Dungeons, tombs.
Can we go upstairs?
The only footprints on the dust. Does the count stay down?
No. Maybe we have everything we need. Now let's look at the book.
The worms cannot comprehend my genius. That is why they say I'm insane. Rutherford does not trust us. He will deceive us, I know. He will be the first to die once we have the power of the Nameless One. Who is Rutherford? Here is a drawing of the various seals. There's something written next to each seal.
Okay.
No one is smarter than I. I have devised a chest for my most valuable possession with 7 seals that only I can open. Each seal can be opened only in a very special manner and only I know how. Each mechanism is more clever than the one before. And there's a list describing how each seal is opened. Ha! It's a good thing the sorcerer was so proud of his work.
Okay. Let's go with the first one is this one.
Only the hand of the truly greatest sorcerer of all time can open this seal.
Okay. Is that us? I don't know. Number 2.
The second seal is opened with the blood of innocence. The seal is already opened. Maybe the Count cut his finger peeling potatoes and then he touched the seal.
Okay.
Will be so innocent.
Yeah.
The third seal will only open when the word open is spoken in Ratish.
Okay. Timmy will do that one.
Only those who feel insatiable hunger can open the fourth seal. The fourth seal is already open. No idea how the Count managed that one. He never eats anything. The fifth seal can only be opened by the breath of death. Death breath. The sixth seal is opened by the invisible key that is visible to all. Only one of worthy heart can open the seventh and final seal.
Well, we got a worthy heart. Surely.
Once all 7 magic seals have been released, the chest can be opened. You may have to shake the lid a little, it sometimes sticks.
Oh, I think we read this bit.
No one is smarter than
Yep.
each seal, and the
How do we back out? Close the
2
book.
seals are already open. 5 are still closed. The note should help me.
Okay. So we should be able to open the last one because we've got a fair heart.
The Count has opened the first 2 seals. This seal will only open to one with a worthy heart. Maybe I can.
Yeah. We don't have a worthy heart.
Alistair always says that my heart is in the right place, but apparently that's not good enough for this seal. Although, Van Buren was an evil sorcerer. He wouldn't have been able to open the seal either if worthy heart meant someone decent.
Ah, we need a
It
shithead
could have
then.
meant exactly the opposite. Someone who's devious, mean and nasty.
Okay.
Van Buren is pointing at a key. Is he trying to mock me? Could that be the invisible key that is visible to all? Only, where is it?
Okay.
Ha! That's just a picture. How am I supposed... Or is it?
Fuck yes!
That's a pretty neat trick.
Alright, so... Yes!
That was easy. This was the first seal, or the third, depending on how you count them. According to this diary, this seal can only be opened by the breath of death.
Breath of death.
I've met Death before. We were even business partners for a bit. But then he wasn't too happy with me for quite a while. That may be because the Death and Gnome live burial co was never a success. Or it could have something to do with my having buried him and then forgetting to dig him up again. This seal can... The seal is supposed to open when you say the word open in Ratish. Obviously, Van Buren spoke more languages than I do. I know someone who could tell me what open is in Ratish. Unfortunately, that someone is running through the dark woods and thinks he's a were-rat. The seal is supposed to open. The truly greatest mage of all time. Who could that have been for an egomaniac like Ashcroft Van Buren? Archmage Alistair? Or, of course, he means himself.
So with his wand?
Which
Maybe?
presents a problem.
Okay. So we can't go upstairs. That's annoying.
Count?
Yes, Igor?
Be a couple secs.
Okay.
Your table awaits, Master. Is that to your satisfaction?
No. There's still something missing. I want to impress my fiancée.
As you wish, Master. Master, do you know where they buried the old sorcerer?
Van Buren? In the village, I suppose.
Okay.
I'm back.
But I don't know exactly. That was long before my time.
I need to know how to say open in Ratish.
I can't help you with that. I only speak
I've noticed it.
Ratish, not Ratish.
Oh, cool.
Noticed it changed
Say
several
something in
times.
Battish. I can't hear anything.
But the bats out there in the hall are doubled over with laughter, believe me.
What was it with Igor and his uniform?
Your predecessor, Igor, made himself at home in the cellar.
Now here's a weird fucking door.
He had a bed, a desk,
Outward
all
fine.
his belongings. I think now you're the new Igor. It is all yours.
Oh, does that mean we get to go down
And
now?
Igor's uniform?
It will be amongst his things. Go and have a look, but be careful.
It's dark down there.
I could take a candle.
I don't think that's a very good idea. They are attracted to light.
They?
Things that live in the darkness. Igor had due respect for them and never dared go down there with a light.
Perhaps the uniform isn't important after all.
No, I want the uniform.
If you'll excuse me, Master, work calls.
Make haste. My little honey bunny has gone upstairs to take a bath and could come back down at any minute.
What is upstairs?
Nothing of interest to you. Your place is down here. And tomorrow I'll show you the cellar and the crypt.
I can hardly wait.
Let's talk more work, Igor.
I wonder if now we can look at the incense sticks and put the incense on the table.
Incense?
Maybe?
Not something I really expected to find in a place this old. On the other hand, maybe the Count also noticed that it sometimes smells a little...
You know, incense is mainly made with cow shit, or it used to be.
I didn't know that.
Ardwood, always a pleasure to have you in here. Hopefully you can hang around for a bit. We want to go downstairs. Maybe I'll go back to the town in a second to see if I can
Igor
find the body.
pitched camp down there in the cellar, and because of them, he never took a light down there with him.
Do you have a...
Oh, we can go down now. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's this? Bird's eye view.
Matches, scented candles, barbecue sauce without garlic. Oh, shopping list. And this? Eastwards till you reach the dead beetles, then north until it echoes. Further to the west to the broken water pipe, and then directly north to where the odorless gas is. Now eastwards to the creaking board, then follow the corridor northwards. An orientation aid from old Igor.
Oh,
I'll
God.
take that.
I've already forgotten everything.
Mm.
Hey, the letters are glowing. Igor thought it through and wrote it in magic ink.
Oh, God.
So can you read it again? To
Eastwards till you reach the dead beetles, then north until it echoes. Further to the west to the broken water pipe, and then directly north to where the odorless gas is.
Okay.
Now
East
eastwards
until
to the creaking board, then follow the corridor northwards.
east until we get the dead beetles.
Yep. That's him.
You reckon?
Yeah, he's stepping on him.
Okay.
Eastwards till you reach the
North
dead
until it
beetles, then
echoes. Oh. Let me close that. Oh. Okay. Echoes now. Beautiful.
Eastwards till you reach further to the west to the broken water pipe, and then direct now.
West until the water pipe. Why can't I walk west? Ah. There's no...
It's cold here.
Okay.
That's a yep.
Eastwards further to the west to the broken water pipe,
North.
and then directly north to where the odorless gas is. Now eastwards to the... a dead end.
Odorless gas? How would we even know?
I was
Dead
thinking
end.
there might be a sound like a hissing.
Eastwards till you reach the dead... Further to the west to the broken water pipe. Now eastwards to the creaking board. Then follow the corridor northwards.
Alright, we'll see. We'll go east, just in case. Oh, we can't go east. There must be a... How do they make natural gas have a smell?
They add a chemical to it. So the thing you smell isn't actually the gas, it's a chemical they add so that people know when there's a leak.
Creaking boards, beautiful. We fluked it anyway.
Eastwards further now eastwards to the creaking board. Then
North.
follow...
Okay. Hang on. Oh, and then just follow the corridor. Here we go. Beautiful.
I wonder why Igor set up camp here, of all places. There's nothing else in the cellar except for junk and... them.
I wonder if there's a grue in the darkness.
It would appear the Count doesn't pay very well. Apart from the bed, this cupboard and what's in it, Igor doesn't seem to have owned very much. That's it! My very own Igor uniform!
Yes, master. Obtain the Igor outfit.
It would appear the Count doesn't pay very well.
All right, let's put it on.
It may be old and not fit me properly, but Igor must have loved this uniform, and I will cherish it too.
Is that it? Did we just need to get the outfit? I mean, there's a candle here, but nothing is selectable. How are we going to find our way back? Oh, like that. Beautiful. Do we have a hunchback? Was Igor a hunchback? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, there is a hunchback there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Count.
Ah, Igor, there you are. And you're wearing suitable clothing at last.
Yes, master. Your table awaits,
He doesn't
master.
like it, no.
Is that to your satisfaction?
No. There's
Okay.
As you wish, master. I must get back to work.
You certainly must. You're quite chatty for an Igor.
Do you reckon this is a red herring for the invisible key thing? I reckon it is.
Yeah, it could be.
Can we take the wine yet?
The Count seems to be a wine.
No.
The council leader must have sent these search warrants. I'll have to be.
Okay, read that. Pull the cord. I don't think we can go upstairs. Bring out the dead. Look at the table. We haven't done that yet.
Not bad, but something is still missing.
Did we find a fire anywhere that we... Oh, we could probably cook the grubs back at the campfire to make it look like chicken. Although, I don't know if we can leave. Can we leave? Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we
I'm
can.
sure.
Let's have a look at the mirror now that we're dressed as an Igor.
Very old mirror. Except for a few dull spots, it's in good nick.
Okay.
I
Oh,
can't kill one of these chickens.
that's where we get chicken.
And even if I could, I don't want to. Sure. I mean, I like sausages and steaks and sometimes maybe a bucket of fried chickens. But that's different. Those fried chickens don't run around clucking.
Oh, club sandwiches are so good.
I will not kill a chicken for dinner. There has to be a better way. I will not.
Okay. Do you ever order a club sandwich, Steve?
Wilbur!
I
think
knew
I
I could
have.
find the way back from the castle. And I almost didn't fall into 2 crevices. Or the same one twice.
Well done.
All right, let us see. What's in the luggage?
I have a long trip home ahead of me once I get that book from the chest. I don't know whether any of the others will join me. I'm sure they all would if I asked them. But things could get dangerous in Seastone, and I don't want any of them getting hurt.
Just gotta plug my headset in, 1 second. Hopefully that's enough power. All right, let us look at the fire first.
The fire's still burning brightly. Esther won't let it go out all night, that's for sure.
Oh, damn. I thought that was a... Jimmy's... Have I ever had a Monte Cristo sandwich? Is that just like a cheese toasty with icing sugar on top, from memory?
Like father, like
I thought a
son.
Monte Cristo was one of those
They deserve
deep
some
fried
rest after the last
things.
few days. Hi, Esther.
Hello, Wilbur. Whatever are you wearing?
My uniform. It's quite itchy and musty, but, you know, what can you do?
You could take it off?
But
Hello.
it was so difficult to get hold of. That took it out to them, didn't it?
Yes. They have to recharge their batteries. You should have a bit of a rest too, Wilbur. You must be exhausted. Do you want me to make you something to eat?
Yes.
Oh, something to eat would be great. I've been hungry since we got here.
Then I'll make you a sausage. These are Timmy's favorite sausages. I wanted to surprise him with them tonight.
I will help him, Esther, I promise.
I know. Just be careful with the little fella.
As long as he's careful with me.
Ready. Careful. Hot.
Ow! Ooh! Ah! Thanks.
Is that a sausage in your pocket?
Can I have another sausage?
But of course. This place is growing on me, you know. Now that the ghost stuff is all gone.
You're not a city zombie, are you?
People need to get used to us. Big cities always have a constant stream of new people to get to know. Here in the country, you only have to convince each person once that you don't want to chew the skin off their faces. Ready. Careful. Hot.
I wonder if that will have like one sausage in our inventory or two. Maybe we have to make a trail of sausages? I don't know.
You look thoughtful.
I was just thinking about what a lucky woman I am. I've got a partner who loves me and a wonderful son. Everyone is healthy and we're all together. You only think about these things when something bad happens. Or nearly happens.
I think the book is in a large chest in the castle. A chest sealed with 7 seals.
Can I help?
Would you happen to know how to say open in Ratish?
No, not a clue. Timmy never spoke to me in Ratish. Nor Ethel, for that
I love
matter.
radishes, especially in a salad.
Yes. Presumably they only speak their language amongst themselves. I, need a hand.
Yes?
From a grave.
Of course, from a grave. Chopping someone's hand off while they're alive wouldn't be very polite, would it?
It must be a certain hand. From the sorcerer Van Buren. I'm sure he's in the village cemetery.
Oh, no problem. Which grave?
I don't know.
Let's get all the hands.
I do actually need to know that. It would take a long time to go through countless graves, and we would never be quite sure whether we had got the right hand. Or the left.
Okay, fine. I'll get back to you.
Okay, cool. You know what to do there.
I have these thick, slimy white maggots here.
Ah, I know those things. Had one of them stuck in my left nostril for 2 whole days when my head was chopped off.
I thought maybe you could fry them.
Is there something wrong with my sausages?
No, I just need light-colored meat for a salad.
As long as I don't have to eat them. Give them here.
Yes.
That was the last one.
Ooh, those don't look too bad at all. Thank you.
Okay.
See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Let us go to the graveyard. Go to the village, go to the woods, go to the cave. I suppose we could go back to the cave at some point.
I half expected the sun to come out and everything here to bloom once I defeated the fear.
The fear. You see that they're making a TV series of it called Welcome to Derry?
Okay. Yeah, I thought someone said the whole thing was deep
That
fried
would be
bread.
the perfect house for Esther, Gulliver and Nate. The 3 would bring life back to the village. Or, something along those lines anyway.
But it's egg dipped or batter dipped ham and cheese sandwich that is pan or deep fried, and then that's put into. Oh no, yeah, the sandwich. The whole thing is pan or deep fried. It's a variation of the croque monsieur.
Is there
Or
any
croque
icing
monsieur.
sugar though? Or am I making that up?
The sorcerer must be buried around
Picture
here
looks like
somewhere.
it could have it, but I don't think it's a critical part. But it looks like the picture has icing sugar.
They always seem to be family graves. Handy if you want to save space. It says Lugosi on this gravestone. This is the Karloff family gravestone. This cross bears the name Cheney. They always seem to be family graves. And if you want to save space, this is the Lee family grave.
What do you mean? Karloff, Cheney, Lee, Lugosi. I mean, it has to be one of them. There's only...
Here lies the Karloff family. Here lies the Karloff family.
Okay.
This is the Cheney family's final resting place. This is the Lee family gravestone. The Lee family gravestone. The Lugosi family gravestone. The Lugosi family gravestone.
Okay.
Okay, I get it now.
You get what?
Adifine made a pun.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't work. It only works when you play it in your head.
Oh, Derriere. Yeah. You're a funny man.
Should I buy a souvenir? No. My pockets are always so full of junk anyway. Even without fear, he won't get rid of his goods anytime soon. The only people for Miles and Mr. Whale count all over Miss Kiki. And she didn't seem very impressed by his stock.
All right. Come on, Mayor Whale.
Mr. Whale looks less anxious and stressed, even with the big task ahead of him, filling the village with life again. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, Mr. Weathervane.
All right.
And? How's life without fear?
Oh, it feels good. I finally got time to recruit new inhabitants for the village.
Oh, yeah?
Glad to hear it.
I thought about putting an ad in the paper. Somberville, deserted village in cursed region, seeks citizens to occupy houses of previously abducted and murdered villagers. How does that sound?
I don't know.
Saw a movie last night. I watched Longlegs, the Nicolas Cage serial killer movie. Heard of that one?
Thing?
It was
I've
alright.
heard of it.
It started off okay, and then if there's 3 acts, the first act was okay, the second act was like, oh no, what have I done? And the third act really hit it home. So if you do go to watch it, expect like a little bit of a lull, but then the end, like the last third, just really, went to town.
My friends up at the campfire could move into one of the houses. They're very nice, and Gulliver and Nate are skilled craftsmen. They could get the village back into shape in no time.
I don't think that we want their type here.
Oh, jeez.
But that's unfair. Just imagine that you're a family man and have never done anything wrong in your entire life. You and your wife have always worked hard, you have a great son, and then you come to a village that's urgently looking for residents.
Yes, but they're zombies.
Son isn't.
So what? Imagine a zombie village that doesn't want you and your wife and child because you're different. What would you think of people like that, huh?
Well, you can't really... Well, I suppose I could talk to your friends.
You do that.
The weird thing about Nicolas Cage's character as Longlegs, it kind of looks like he was doing a Heath Ledger's Joker dressed as Colonel Sanders. It was strange.
Okay.
Do you by any chance sell lettuce?
No, this is an adventure shop. Adventurers don't eat salad. They go into the woods and slay wild boar.
Then you probably don't have any chicken breast fillets either, do you?
We don't need chicken breast fillets.
No,
And salad dressing? Oil? Vinegar?
again, no. Well, actually, I do have oil.
Oh,
Some warriors like rubbing it into their muscles to make them glisten in the sun.
Then I'll have that then.
Oh, I'll even give it to you for free if you promise not to rub it on yourself in front of me.
oh, no promises. Real.
Thanks.
Let's see. Do I have a sound effect for success? There we go.
After the sorcerer was chopped up, where did you bury his bits?
Oh, you know, here and there.
grave?
Oh no! It was feared that his brother or someone else could try to bring him back to life.
Okay.
So his remains were spread nice and neatly across several graves over the land, and none of them carries his name.
Thank you, thank you.
He's part of the sorcerer buried in the cemetery?
I'm not at liberty to say. We swore never to say a word about which grave his left hand is buried in and which holds his right leg. Oh,
Oh, come on, just say it. Which grave's he buried in?
my lips are sealed.
Why was Van Buren actually beheaded, hung, and
Hanged.
drawn, and quartered? Isn't that a little excessive?
You always have to kill an evil mage or sorcerer 3 times so he doesn't come back. Everyone knows that.
It's like William Wallace.
Doesn't beheading him and then hanging him present certain logistical problems?
The whole thing wasn't very well prepared. Some mages wanted to ram a wooden stake through his heart instead. Others wanted to burn him. You know how it is. An angry mob, differing opinions. In the end, we can count ourselves lucky he was executed at all.
Wasn't it? What's the name of that dude he was like a advisor to Russia back in the day? Starts with R.
Rasputin.
Yeah, wasn't he shot, poisoned, hanged, drowned or something? And he still survived them all or something like that?
Yeah. I think because he died of something, but yeah, there was.
Tongs.
I only know it vaguely.
1 second, tongs. There you go.
About the graves in the cemetery.
Yes?
One of the gravestones bears the name Lugosi. What can you tell me about them?
Oh, the Lugosis were the dentists.
Somerville had its own dentists?
Oh, the village was voted prettiest smile in the backwoods 3 years in a row. Yeah. Unfortunately, old Lugosi went a bit soft in the head. He rambled on about little green men and a plan he had to foil. Number 9, I think. Dental hygiene in the village took a nosedive from then on. Oh, dear.
I went to the dentist
a
last week.
reference.
It was rad. What
And that's a reference to Plan 9 from Outer Space, Ed Wood film, and he got, because he liked Bela Lugosi from his like Dracula stuff, or maybe from other stuff as well, but Bela Lugosi was kind of in retirement, but he got brought out for this Ed Wood film, Plan 9 from Outer Space. That's what that was referencing.
Okay. This one for Cheney, I wonder if it's in reference to... Was it Dick Cheney that got shot in the face, or Dick Cheney shot someone in the face during a
He
hunting?
shot someone during a hunting thing.
What can you tell me about the Cheney family?
Well, the elder Cheney was a travelling actor in his youth. Oh, the only one of us to ever leave the village for any length of time. He must have been really successful. They called him the Man of 1,000 Faces. Later, he retired here in the village. But his son inherited the theatre bug, left before disaster struck. Probably saved his life, yeah.
The Lee family, were they a long-established family in the village?
Who? Oh, right, the Lees. Yes, oh, they were.
Oh, that's
they're
dodgy.
Long established, yeah.
So, what can you tell me about them?
Well, there was some Shield Hand Lee. He was a smith, and
Yep.
his wife Fire. Yeah, Fire Anna. She was very hot.
Uh-huh. I think I know what I need to know. One of the big graves has the name Karloff on it.
Large family. The young Karloff was a giant of a man, strong as an ox, but of a friendly nature. When the terror came from the woods, he was caught by a mummy. Well, like most of the others that disappeared in the woods, we couldn't bury him. Only his ancestors are buried in the grave in the cemetery.
Okay.
Do you know how to say open in Ratish?
Oh, well, I could let you know what "are you trying to take the piss" is in the language of the dark woods.
I was only asking. I think I'll be going now.
Oh, how's Miss Kiki? Has she sunk her claws in the counter?
What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on, Wilbur. A hottie like Miss Kiki? She's just a gold digger. The Count will need to watch his back.
But they love one another. They met through a newspaper ad, and it's not very nice to think that of other people, Mr. Whale. Tut tut.
Yeah, it isn't.
You guys ever have a pen pal growing up from the paper?
No.
Ooh.
So it reminded me. The thing reminded me of
Hello?
saying you had oil
I've
to
been mistaken.
oiled out warriors. You know, in the original Olympics, where the ones in Greece,
The ones where you're
they
naked?
used, yeah, and they used to oil themselves in olive oil. Do you know why they did that?
So they taste better when they slip and fall.
Yeah, or if they got the congratulations afterwards. That's because it'd always be when it's hot and it's very dusty. So if you're doing athletics, with the heat, the pores of your skin open up and allow the dust in, and then when they close up, you end up with blackheads all over.
Okay.
So and they had a picture of this. There's like a gourd of olive oil and two what look like sickles, just different shapes, and the sickles are blunt. But it's because the god would have olive oil, and they would oil themselves up, do the athletics, and when they cool down, the sides are used to scrape the olive oil and dirt off them.
Okay. I remember when I used to play football, I would rub myself in oil because it made it harder.
Yeah, slippery to
grab.
to tackle. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We know it's the Lee grave, surely.
Man Whale didn't have anything believable to say about the Lee family, almost as if they weren't from the village. I'm pretty sure in there's a Van Buren, not a Lee. Man Whale didn't have anything believable to say about
Oh,
the
that's
Lee.
right. Now we're going to tell the lady to go and... don't have any vinegar.
Yeah, I wonder because there's the
Oh.
technical logic about aging wine to make vinegar, but
That's right. That was a good one.
there's no time travel. But I'm wondering if there's somewhere where there's like a bottle of wine that's been. But it seems to suggest it's blood, not wine. But yeah.
I reckon maybe it could even be in the place that the old cave, maybe. Yep, played football for 2.5 years. Undefeated for 46 games. Before we tell her to do that, let's go to the cave and see what's what. Yeah, this. There we go.
I wonder whether the fear drank the wine. Or was it the last sip of some unfortunate soul here? Ugh! The wine must have been here quite a while. It's gone really sour.
A flute?
It's sad when you think that none of these things can ever be used by their owners again. Who knows who this flute used to belong to? I'm sure he or she would have loved to have played it for many years more.
Oh yeah, tongs. It hurt.
Maybe I can give it a new purpose.
What do we need a flute for? So we can go to band camp. Alright, let's mix this with... Oh, we can't mix it. Okay, interesting.
Esther,
Yes?
about the seal.
How can I help?
They buried Van Buren in the Lee family grave, I'm pretty sure of it.
Okay. Do you just need the hand? Or is there anything else I can get you?
Just a hand, please.
Well, I'll get going straight away. While I'm about it, I might as well see whether I can find a new left kidney.
You're not upset if I don't join you, are you?
No, no problem. Come by later and I'll hand you the hand. Right?
Thank you. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Did you know, Steve, that apparently if you need a kidney transplant, let's just say one of your kidneys is balked, they don't actually take that balked kidney out, they just add the new kidney in and leave the old one in there. So you end up actually having 3.
That's weird.
The mirror.
Hello? Oh, who's there?
Oh, Master.
Is it the breath of death?
Oh, maybe.
Master Alistair? Are you all right, Archmage? Has Ivo changed you back? And why don't you come here? You could open a portal. A ghost over some kind of drawing? I don't understand, Archmage. What does that mean? Archmage? Master Alistair?
Brainsy, how you doing? Welcome in. How was your stream? Bit of Rocksmith? Did some Rocksmith last night, actually. Might do some more over the weekend.
That's more than weird. Why is Master Alistair trying to contact me through the mirror? And it looked almost as if he didn't have the strength to stay. Of course, he's still transformed, so he can't use his magic properly. A ghost over a symbol. Maybe I'm supposed to summon him.
Ooh, how are we going to summon a ghost?
The Archmage can do all kinds of tricks. Maybe
Has that
he can
guy's got
separate
that
the
summoning
spirit from
circle
his
already?
body. I guess I'm supposed to summon him as a ghost.
Oh, he
Maybe
did.
he's too weak to appear any other way.
All right, we'll keep that in
Summoning a
mind.
ghost. This shouldn't be all that difficult.
All right, before we do that, though, let's make the salad dressing. Things are good, man. Things are really good. Still trying to get a handle on the 5-string bass. I keep getting lost because it just feels different. Yeah, I might do it on Monday, which is your Sunday. Everyone knows that there's
So
3 parts
sour,
to
it
a
could make
dressing,
good
though.
substitute for vinegar.
You got oil
The only thing missing
And
now
acid.
is the oil.
and a sweetness. Yeah,
Oil is oil.
motor
Vinegar
oil.
and oil. Why do people always say the cooking isn't as easy as it looks?
American Sunday is superior to Australian Monday. Well, Mondays just suck in general, right?
Excellent meat. And it even almost looks like chicken.
I reckon we've done a good job there. We don't have any... Maybe we can... No, we can't. Any good? Oh. Let's see if he likes that.
Count?
Yes, Igor?
Your table awaits, Master. Is that to your satisfaction?
Hopefully we're not missing anything anymore. Oh,
no.
what could it be?
There's still something missing. I want to impress my fiancée.
As you wish, Master.
I got a really good song for you to play next time. It's a new chart that I created. It's an Australian song. Steve, do you know the song Solid Rock by Goanna?
Don't know by name. I might still know it. But
It's like Australian prog rock with a didgeridoo at the start.
might not know it then.
Are you sure your fiance, is being honest with you?
We'll find out tonight.
Oh, you horn dog. Oi!
I don't want to spread any rumours, but Mr. Whale from the village, he thinks Miss Kiki might possibly be after something other than love.
Oh, so am I.
Hey!
Yes, but I don't mean friendship and care.
She won't be the first Mrs. Orlov, Igor, and probably not the last. I know who she is and know how to handle her.
All right, then. The poor Count. He thinks he knows her and believes she loves him. Have you any idea how to summon ghosts?
Why should I? The last thing I could do with is a howling castle ghost scaring my young wife.
Better get to work.
I must get back to work.
You certainly must. You're quite chatty for an Igor.
I'm just going to go quickly make a cuppa. Do you want me to put us in the BRB screen, Steve? Just for, a couple of minutes? You want a bio break or whatever?
I can try to chill, maybe.
It's up to you. Like, if you want a frothy piss or a chat, it's up to you.
No, I had one just before the stream.
Alright, well, I will disappear for a second. Steve will keep you entertained. Back in one moment.
Yep. So that's just something someone wants to talk about. Yeah, the hard quiz went to a showing. For anyone who missed it at the start, me and Bolt went to a showing of hard quiz. We're in the studio audience, and the hype man singled me out because I guess because of the second time, Bolt knew where to stand to make sure that we're front and center in the audience, which we kind of were. We're second row center, and the hype man picked me as the person who sort of singled out. So I was doing stuff like making me do a demonstration of laughing when something happens, stuff like that, which made me a bit nervous. But the piece de resistance, because he asked me what expert subject would be, and I mentioned, like I said, Top Gun, and I was a little bit worried because it's it's kind of a weird thing. It's just like, to me, feels like it's one where I could get a high score, not that would be good in general. Like, it's not my favorite movie in general, but went over well. But then later, because he's constantly filling in for when they've got like technical troubles or has to do stuff, stop the show for stuff. And at one stage the lights went on. And he goes, "Oh, this is like," because it did feel like when the pubs reach closing hours and they turn the lights on to show everyone to leave. And he goes, "Oh, it's just like 3 a.m. in a club. It's like now we have to." And he goes, "Go home with Steve." And he goes, "We'll just sit on the couch, put on Top Gun, and see where the night takes us." And that was kind of funny. I don't know. I was trying to think. There was a couple of people who had more distinct laughs. There was someone that had, I think it was like a woman that sounded like one of those like 50, 60-year-old women that have been smoking their life. But it meant they had this gravelly, interesting laugh. And there was someone with maybe two people with squeak laughs. I think I do a bit. It's like a bit of a hurt. And I was wondering how much it would have shown. I think I got drowned out by the other laughs, but sometimes I laugh before other people do because I see where the joke is going. So it might come out because of that. But their laugh's not like distinctive. It's, I don't know, I guess distinctive, but not someone that's like descriptive. But yeah, I think I also fucked up the because at the end they said, "Oh, we've got to do pickups," and he had him repeat a bunch of the questions so they get cleaner versions of them, I guess. And this is at the end of the show, and so we assume that someone's just watching the footage constantly and they're marking down when there's maybe a bad delivery of something or some sort of audio problem. And I couldn't remember which joke I might have stuffed up or which delivery I might have stuffed up, because I know there's one delivery I think I threw him off a bit because he was doing the delivery and seeing where the joke, he was going to make a joke and I could see where it was going, but I laughed early. It was just like a ha-ha sort of thing. And then he stuttered a bit, like he faltered a bit. It could have been an actual falter, or it could have been him just assuming laughing is going to start and he sort of stopped to wait for it, and then when it didn't, resumed. So I think I fucked up one of his deliveries. I don't know if that was one of the pickups. Although they didn't seem to make jokes on the pickups, so maybe it wasn't. But yeah, it was very interesting. technical scene, the technical side was really interesting. Like because it's the headquarters of the TV studio, there was one of the old cameras like on display on the hallway. Where like I think it was one of the ones where like an actual person is on this thing that's elevated and moves around. It's one of those. And then we got in as the digital version, the current version where there's no one that's on it. It's just a camera on like a mounted thing that moves around the audience or floats around the top of the audience. That's what I was surprised at. Because I was thinking there might be an ad, so I'll just wait for a little bit. Is it back? It's still an ad on mine. Yeah, I was surprised because I was thinking to myself, like, they didn't give a warning to turn off your phones or turn them to silent now. I think we're supposed to still use the phones because we're using them for asking questions. The guy was supposed to make funny questions, and the guy read out people's funny questions. So people were supposed to use their phone for that. I was surprised there was no like warnings about turning them silent like a movie theater would do. And as it was, there was just one instance where someone's phone went off. It was like the
Hello, Baltimore. It looks like someone subscribed. I'm gonna give him a face waterfall of blood.
Thank you for the gift sub to Tongs. There you go, Tongs. You got all your emotes back. Steve, there was that moment as well where the hype man says, whatever you do, don't stand up. The camera's going to be zooming over your head, and it zoomed over Steve's head by inches. And he goes, Jesus Christ!
I know, right after he said that, I wasn't even standing, but right after he said that, I almost got clocked by the camera.
It was a lot of fun for sure.
And there's the bit, I think you did the same thing. I think I did what you might have done right after, where remember when the camera glitched out, where it was moving back and like left and right, and it was making the clicking sound.
Because Lisa was sitting between us, she said to me afterwards, she goes, "You and fucking Steve pretending you got a machine gun."
Because I think you did a slightly different motion, but I did the like you're holding a Tommy gun, and I did the back and forth.
Yeah, so the camera, like they can move it like remote control, but it was either jammed or something where it was just clicking in the spot, so they had to fix the camera at some point. But yeah, Steve and I like
unless you hit me.
Not bad, but something is still missing. Rocket salad with chicken breast and oil and vinegar a la Wilbur. The first and hopefully last meal I will ever prepare in this castle.
I know what it could be.
That should do.
What do you already have the vinegar?
Looking good, even if I do say so myself.
Forgot the cloth.
No, the title rings a bell. I forget what it is though, but yeah, I don't think I've seen it.
Yes, Igor?
Your table awaits, Master. Is that to your satisfaction?
Yes, delightful.
Thank you, Master.
And as he was
I
asking
have
for people's
prepared
expert subjects.
Salad for the young lady.
Rocket salad with vinegar, oil, and strips of chicken breast?
Yes. Exactly.
Excellent. Pull the cord, Igor. Let my little bunny rabbit know it's time to eat.
It's the time to eat.
How can I make sure that the bell in Miss Kiki's room rings?
It depends on how hard you pull it. Pull a bit
Tell me about
harder
it.
than middle strength to start with, and then about a third less at the end.
Okay.
I've done that technique before.
No, middle strength to start with, then a bit less at the end. No, that was the stables. Why don't you just do what I tell you? There you go. I don't need you anymore today, Igor. I will be spending the rest of the evening and the night with my fiancée.
Rootin' and tootin'.
Very well, Master.
Psst, hey, Shorty!
Oh, hello, Miss Kiki.
What's with this place? Where's the gold?
Uh-oh.
Gold?
Yeah, jewelry, precious stones, that sort of thing. I ain't found none.
Maybe the Count isn't that rich.
A count living in a big castle? Course he's rich. The only question is, where is he hiding it? Hey, what's that?
Sounds like Arlene Lumpkin.
What's she from again?
I'll let you stew on it for a little bit to see if you remember, Steve.
I
Arlene
wanted to
is the
talk to you
appropriate
about
name,
that.
though.
It's sealed by 7, seals. Maybe you could open one of them.
Ooh, what do you think, Santa?
Oh, the evil one.
I think you're thinking of Lilene.
What could a chest like this hold? A treasure, of course.
If it's from The
You
Simpsons,
have
it's
to learn to
Lilene
lie
Lumpkin.
better.
Oh,
and quickly.
okay.
But the fact that you were trying tells me there
That's not
must
even a
be
real name.
something valuable in it.
I don't know.
No wonder I
But it
fucked
must
it
be
up.
important.
Well, if it's important to someone, it'll also be valuable.
I clicked the
And
link
you
on.
want to steal it?
Well, steal...
Count me in. As future countess, it practically belongs to me anyways. What do I have to do?
Come with me.
Last seal for you.
Oh, she's a horrible person.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just open that seal over there.
Why don't you do it?
I can't. It has to be opened by someone very special.
Ah, I understand. You need a woman's touch.
Something like that.
Yes.
Well, that was simple. That it?
That's it. Interesting to know that you could do it.
Tell me when you got that thing open, and don't even think about simply disappearing with my stuff.
Very well, Miss Kiki.
Now, I'll go humor the old fart. I'm sure with a little persuasion, I'll be able to find out where he stashed the rest of his treasure.
Yeah, click on the
That's
Simpsons.
over half the seal's open.
Click on the link for in the Simpsons wiki for Lilene Lumpkin. And so there's like a photo and there's a standard like wiki stats below, but the wiki stats are like gender, sex, female. Under that is status alive.
Alive.
Which I know that means in the fiction, but that just struck me as funny.
Do you
It's
remember
like, oh, yeah,
this?
it's just
There was that second episode she was in, and it like cut to her, and she goes, "I spent last night in a ditch." I think something like that.
nah. I can only vaguely
My
remember
master,
even her.
I mean the
well,
Count,
her
has
episode.
forbidden me to go up there. And I think I'll listen to him. Castle's pretty ramshackle, and the book should be in the chest anyway.
Okay, so we never have to go upstairs. That's nice to know. Do we have anything else that can open? We've got a flute, but what's the flute gonna do? Oh, heavy glove.
Apparently, in the episode where they have bowling teams, she's one member of the a team called the Homewreckers.
That's pretty funny. Was Mindy in that too? Although Mindy was classed as a good character, like
No, 3 other people. So I can't remember who they are, but Shark Brunswick.
I don't know who that is.
He might be the guy from that early episode with the. Yeah, he is the guy that trained Marge how to bowl.
Ah,
The purpose
yeah.
of the seals is to prevent anyone
Mandy
other than Van
Simmons
Buren from
and
opening the
Princess
chest.
Kashmir.
Understandable that there's a seal that can only be opened by the truly greatest mage of all time.
Mandy
Oh,
Simmons.
By himself.
Mindy Simmons is the female version of Homer. Remember there was that attractive woman
Yeah.
that likes donuts and stuff?
That's what I was referring to. But that's weird because she, I don't know if that joke lands for me in that sense because she was, I don't believe she knew Homer was married until he finally said, and when she did,
Yeah.
she was respectful about it from memory. Bird and
Yeah, I
Tree and
remember it
Tongs will
being
know.
bad. It could be just like they were looking for another spot. That's before.
Yeah.
And Princess Kashmir, I think I roughly remember her. She's got like a I Dream of Genie outfit on.
All right, let's.
I have to summon the arch. I should.
All right, we'll go back to the see if we got the right hand. That was Michelle Pfeiffer, I believe. That was Mindy.
Wilbur, I've got the hand.
Oh, yeah.
That was quick.
Not the first time that I've done a bit of late-night shopping.
And you're sure it's Van Buren's hand?
Pretty sure. There are at least indications that it is the hand of a sorcerer.
What indications? Ah!
Well, it's a facehugger.
It's not very well mannered.
You know what? I think you might be right.
Okay. If anyone knows how to do this ghost thing, it will be him. You're right.
You can just look at because he's got the ghost circle already under the chair.
Oh, it's a different
Hello,
one.
Mr. Weathervane?
Someone like you knows all about summoning ghosts, right?
What do you mean, someone like me?
Well, an expert on the occult, like yourself.
Oh, well, I actually do know a bit more about it than just how to keep the beasts at bay. I mean, I've certainly never tried to invoke a ghost. Why should I? But it is, in principle, very easy. Now, you draw a circle on the ground with chalk and a triangle outside the circle. You place a bowl of blood in the triangle. You also have to light some
Bowl
frankincense.
of blood. Okay.
Then
Oh, and
you
then,
have to draw
yep.
the symbol of the ghost you'd like to invoke on the ground while reciting a secret invocation.
How does it go?
Come over here. Ghosts have good ears.
Piss, 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 piss.
Okay, and that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Well, we know where the incense is. We know where the blood is to fill the thing.
I'm supposed to draw the ghost symbol on the floor.
Well, we
but
know where the
what
symbol is.
What is Archmage Alistair's symbol?
We saw it in the mirror.
No idea. Some kind of symbol that represents him. A family crest or a seal.
He has a coat of arms. It's on his amulet. But, I just can't remember what it looks like. I never thought that it'd be so easy to summon a ghost.
Oh, well, it depends, of course, on the ghost. I mean, if you want to summon Zool, you'll also need a keymaster and a gatekeeper. For other spirits, you'll need some clay and a romantic song. Or just call their name 3 times.
Beetlejuice and
If
Ghost.
the ghost wants to make contact with you, it's really easy.
Oh, it's also, that's how you summon Gozer, not Zool. Oh no, wait.
I think Zool
Let's
is
go
the
to the
main
arc.
one. Gozer is...
That is.
Gozer was Rick Moranis, and the gatekeeper was Sigourney Weaver, wasn't it? I don't remember.
I thought Zool was on the dogs and Gozer. No, something else, not Gozer, because Gozer the Gozerian was the architect.
Why do we need the incense?
Oh, for the atmosphere! And it would be best if you did the invocation somewhere dark with lots of candles.
Do you think ghosts really care?
It's ancient handed down knowledge.
Somewhere dark
Just
is
like the
Igor's
fact
house.
that necromancy is best carried out on the weekend when you've already had a bit to drink.
Okay.
Alright.
How about if I perform the summon in here? There's enough candles and you could assist me.
But we've only just got rid of one curse.
It wasn't a curse. And I'm summoning a friendly ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Ah,
No, find somewhere else.
I could conjure up the ghost near the chest. There's plenty of room and the atmosphere is suitable.
speaking
And
of,
who knows, maybe the Archmage can open the remaining seals with just a wave of his wand.
the best Ghostbuster, Winston Zedmore.
Is the bowl with the blood and the triangle necessary?
Of course it's necessary. The blood represents the world of the living, into which you call the ghost.
Archmage Alistair isn't dead. Can I just leave the blood part out?
The occult sciences are not well suited to experiments. One mistake, and you open the gates of hell.
I'm a gnome. Every invention we come up with is close to opening the gate of hell. That doesn't scare me at all.
The blood goes in the bowl goes in the triangle. End of.
Does the triangle have to be connected to the circle? And does it have to be an isosceles triangle or just any old one? And how long should the edge be?
It doesn't matter. This is necromancy, not geometry.
Does it have to be chalk or can I use something else? Ooh, and how thick do the lines have to be?
Draw a circle on the floor with something and a random triangle somewhere outside it.
That doesn't sound much like a precise science. Do you sell chalk?
I would if I had any, but I used my last piece of chalk on the sacred circle.
I have to be getting on. Till next time.
Goodbye.
How are we going to get chalk? Sour wine. Maybe these guys have chalk?
Esther,
Yes?
do you know how to summon a ghost?
No. Gulliver used to house share with two ghosts just before we met. I think he would have loved to know how to banish ghosts back then.
Pity. See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Do you remember that TV show back in the day, Steve? It would have been like late 80s on ABC. It was called something like Ali and His Ghost or something. It was like a girl that fell down a well and died, and a boy that moves into a new town and he makes friends with the ghost.
No, I don't remember it.
Okay.
Maybe the ghost, the well ghost, is maybe a bit familiar, but I can't picture it. What was it called again?
I think it's called Ali and His Ghost. You do like ABC, Ali, Ghost, well, it should bring it up.
Fine then. Come on. Come on.
Yes!
Did it. Maybe it's looking for the right hand, wherever that may be. The last two seals. Things are getting exciting.
Last two
Cool.
seals.
It was called Ellie and Jules.
Oh, Ellie and Jules, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. Maybe that was just my little kid brain remembering what it was. Ellie and Jules. That's
I
it
know
for sure.
someone
Oh,
who
it's live action. I was picturing a cartoon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that someone is running through the dark woods and thinks he's a were-rat. This seal can only be opened by the breath of death.
Okay, so the breath
It's a
of death is the
nas-
ghost. What's that?
The boy's a nasty looking kid.
Nasty. I remember him.
Mm.
The Count's
It's a dingo.
distracted. This is my chance.
It's not a dingo. Dingoes don't bark.
Theoretically, I need blood, but maybe this thick red wine will do the trick.
Thick red wine. Steal some incense? Or some incest?
It's not frankincense, but these incense sticks will create some atmosphere.
Lovebirds.
How is your salad, my Aurora?
Real good, darling. It's not easy to get chicken to taste a chicken. My compliments to the chef.
We're all just doing our best to make you feel at home, precious.
Whew, looks like I got away with it.
Oh yeah, we did. So, what's this? Let's read the letter.
I think it's safe to take a closer look at the letter now. The Count's distracted.
Sweet. Oh, it's going to have the crest, right? The seal?
Wanted for the murder of
Maybe?
Archmage Alistair, the scurvy, dangerous, armed and stinky fiend Wilbur Weathervane. The Honourable Council Leader Van Buren has posted a reward of the villain's weight in gold, naked, before breakfast, for the apprehension of the offender. It's followed by a detailed description of me. Not like it was even necessary. This picture of me next to the Archmage is razor sharp. The amount of detail the engravers carved into the printing plates is amazing. I wonder if Lizzie will turn me in if she learns of the pile of gold.
We need that. Hang on. Lovebirds conversation.
So,
What kind of
she's basically eating our cooked maggots right now.
Yep. It's got 2 magnifying glasses, but they're the same thing. Maybe I'll just try and exhaust this and then I can select the other one.
Vladdy, I'd love to see the whole castle. The library, the ballroom, the treasure chambers.
Of course, my love. But there'll still be time for that tomorrow. Tonight, I'm going to show you something completely different.
But Vladdy, I'm a respectable young lady.
Maybe this is Blanche's origin
What does the Count
story.
mean by something completely different? I'd like to see that. I wonder if I should ask if I can join them. There really is a lot of detail in the picture of the Archmage and me. If it weren't so tiny, you could probably even recognize the Archmage's family crest on his amulet
Well.
thing. I think it's, oh, no, it's just too small.
Luckily, we have a heavy glass.
I could use the glass as a magnifying glass to see more details. Yes, it works. There's the Archmage's neck, and there's his thing with the family crest. It shows 2 serpents in a kind of knot, biting their own tails.
Okay.
Now,
Now,
do we wait? So it's not Archmage Malister's ghost, is it?
that's what we think it is. Because it had an A on the mirror.
Yeah, isn't he alive though?
No, because
Can
remember
we bring him back?
he left his body.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I have to summon the Archmage's ghost, attract it, show him a way here. I should try right away. The Archmage is very clever and very powerful. Maybe he can help me with my other problems.
The only thing is, where are we going to... Or maybe we actually do it in the... Because there's candles here near the chest. Maybe we actually do it here.
The
Yeah.
stone floor is the ideal place to summon the Archmage.
Great.
A few candles are already burning,
Yeah.
and I can easily wipe everything down again when I'm
Oh,
done.
we don't have chalk.
Yeah.
The bowl of blood has to be placed in a triangle, and I don't have one yet.
Do we have any sort of... What are we going to use for...
The bowl of blood has to be placed...
Don't have any chalk, though.
I still can't believe that this smell is important for summoning a ghost, but what the heck?
Okay.
Atmosphere. Pure atmosphere.
Okay. Oh, I ate the sausage. What the hell?
Ah, I needed that. A few hours sleep would be lovely too, But first, I have to get that book. I'm supposed to draw a large circle on the floor and a triangle outside the circle.
Maybe one thing we haven't tried yet or even attempted is to do the Timmy stuff. Maybe that's where we get the chalk.
Maybe, yeah, because we need the password too anyway.
I wonder if Lizzie took a werewolf trap with her, or is it still there under the leaves? If the trap is still there, it might help me catch Timmy. It would be a great way to immobilize Timmy without hurting him.
Or maybe get him to stay open if he's stuck in the thing.
If there's still even just a little Timmy in the were-rat, this will do the trick. Timmy loves bratwurst.
I love bratwurst too. It's yum. There he is.
Oh no, he jumped right over it. Shh, easy, Timmy. Ouch!
Oh, he's going to say
I
open
knew you
it.
were in there, Timmy. A were-rat
Yeah.
would never been interested in sausages. That's all you. Fight it.
Can I play the flute?
I'm not a good flute player and really shouldn't practice within range of an angry were-rat.
Oh.
Timmy, are you in there? Somewhere under all the muscles and teeth, there's a frightened rat. I know it. Somewhere under all the muscles and teeth, there's a frightened rat. I know it. I just...
Can't give him his kerchief.
Somewhere under... I just need to find a way to get through to Timmy.
How are we going to get through to Timmy? Poke him? Nope. Give him a bit of oil. Vinegar.
I may not have the nimble hands of a flute player, but I have used one before.
Can I put the hat on with the... Oh, damn.
It may be old and not fit me properly, but Eagle must have...
I want to wear the eagle uniform again. There we go. How do we get through to Timmy?
Somewhere under all the musk, I just need... Somewhere, I just...
Silver hat. Maybe we can go speak to... Now that he's trapped, we can go speak with... What's her face? Zombie lady.
Esther,
Yes?
I've trapped Timmy in the woods.
Is he okay?
He's still a wild were-rat. Apart from that, yes.
At least now he can't hurt himself or others anymore. But you must change him back quickly, Wilbur.
I'll do my best. See you later, Esther.
Oh,
I have to
no.
go.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll let her get some rest.
Okay. Maybe the shopkeeper.
I have nothing to ask him at the moment.
No? Okay.
Here at the edge are pieces of charcoal. I wonder whether I can use it as a substitute for chalk during the summoning.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure you can draw with it. At least my fingers are black with the stuff. And I can't really imagine Archmage Alistair caring about whether he's summoned using white chalk or black charcoal. You can't be picky with that sort of thing.
Alright, let's do it. Timmy can stay in the woods for a bit.
That's the first step.
Hang on.
I must complete all the other preparations before I draw the Archmage's symbol on the floor. I have to place a bowl filled with blood in the triangle.
Okay, we can do that. Done. And then...
Would have been easier if the Archmage's symbol were a stick figure or a cross. That would have been easier to draw than two knotted snakes.
Let's see how good he is of a drawer.
Hey, ghost! Drag your translucent butt here now. Got the stuff? The power of coal compels you. Those were exactly the ancient words that Mr. Whale whispered in my ear. Just doesn't seem to... Yes! Archmage Alistair!
There he is!
Thank the coal!
Wilbur, I'm happy to see you too. But I don't have much time and there is much to say.
Ghost Whisperer, invoke the Archmage.
I did everything wrong, Archmage. I built the golem and I let Remy down and I brought Timmy here and...
You have done nothing wrong, Wilbur.
Yes, I have. I wanted to help and I let myself be fooled and that's why you were transformed. And then I didn't do anything instead and that was wrong too. Remy is dead, Archmage.
He is not. At least I don't believe he is.
Yes, he is. He died in my hands.
No, you were tricked again. This book you are searching for, it contains no information about how to destroy the wand.
Oh.
But if not Remy, then Monkus.
He's letting you do his dirty work for him. The book does contain powerful spells, but it won't help you destroy the wand. Monkus wants to use its power for his own ends.
Why does Monkus want this book? What's he up to?
The Kitab al-Azif was written by a mad mystic called Al-Hazred. It is a book about demonic cosmology and contains magic spells with which one can summon mighty beings.
Including the Nameless One?
I don't think that Monkus wants to set the Nameless One free. Even he isn't mad enough to do that. He wants to open a window into the dungeon dimension in order to siphon the Nameless One's powers.
Sounds dangerous.
It's impossible. Any weakness in the structure of the dungeon dimension would be instantly used by the Nameless One to escape his prison. He is incredibly powerful, and he is dreadful, Wilbur.
If the book is so dangerous, we should destroy it. Or we could just leave it in the chest. It's already been there for decades.
Powerful objects have a tendency to be found. You have to destroy the book. Monkus must not get hold of it.
Why did Monkus send me? And where is he?
That's worrying me, too. He won't be sitting around idle awaiting your return, that's for sure. He'll have a plan.
Oh, I see the shopkeeper.
At least he doesn't know we're on to him. He believes I'm bringing the book back to Seastone to use it to destroy the wand.
Yes, the magic wand. The book alone will not be sufficient to open a window into the dungeon dimension.
Maybe the count?
It will take a complicated mechanism using black magic and an incredible magic force to penetrate the dungeon of the Nameless One.
The mechanism of which you speak? There's one like that in the temple under Seastone.
Yes, Ivo told me about it. Was under my nose for all those years and I never noticed.
Monkus doesn't have the book yet, and I can't imagine the Van Burens working with him either. Without them, the wand is useless.
Those are the only trump cards we hold. He needs the book and the wand. And while he is chasing after those, we will destroy the machine.
How can I destroy the book from the chest?
It's just a book. You can tear it and burn it.
Nice.
That sounds doable.
However, you should be aware that there are other copies of the book.
You what?
Over the centuries, there has always been the odd one appearing and then disappearing again.
That means we won't be safe as long as the magic wand and the machine still exist.
Correct. As soon as the book has been destroyed, you will have to travel to Seastone and help your friends to destroy the machine. That won't be very easy. Monkus will defend it.
And we won't be getting the mighty Van Buren wand just like that either. No. There has to be a better way. We have to trick Monkus, surprise him, and beat him at his own game.
That's the Wilbur Weathervane that taught the Shadow Army the meaning of fear.
Ah, I see Ivo managed to change you back.
She did a fine job. I sent her and Critter to Seastone to keep Monkus out of the underground temple for as long as possible. Perhaps they might even manage to destroy the machine.
Critter is with Princess Ivo? Then Captain Nate can't be far off. Finally, some good news!
Oh no, Captain Nate's fucked.
You have friends at your side, yes.
Did you know that Tim is a were-rat?
Yes. Remy came to me after Timmy's parents were killed by a werewolf. Timmy's injuries weren't bad, but I knew that he would change at the next full moon.
Did you look for the werewolf who did this to him? I mean, if you kill the werewolf, Timmy is healed, isn't he?
Imagine that Timmy made someone else into a werewolf while he was transformed. Would you want that person to come and kill Timmy in order to release Timmy's curse from them?
Yeah.
I never thought of it that way.
The curse of the werewolf is an illness that one has to learn to control. It is hard, and Remy and I didn't want to place this burden on little Timmy up to now. We just let him change and let off a little bit of steam. But if he has now changed uncontrollably, you will have to teach him how he can manage the curse, Wilbur.
Tongs, did you ever play a werewolf run in Skyrim? Or a vampire run? Or a werewolf run, more specifically?
You can control the werewolf curse. How?
When he is a were-rat, Timmy is possessed by bad feelings. Anger, aggression, hate. They're like a shield surrounding him. And underneath it's still the same old Timmy.
Ah, the first time we ran into each other in the woods, he didn't attack me right away. He hesitated.
Something in the monster recognized you, and that something is the tiny piece that still remains of Timmy. A candle in a hurricane.
How can I get through to him?
Timmy's primitive feelings have taken control. If you want to reach him, you'll only get through to him on that level. A smell, a voice, a tune. Simple things, little things, which could cut through the storm to reach Timmy.
And once he starts listening to me?
Then tell him not to give in to the anger and hate, that he shouldn't let himself be ruled by bad feelings anymore. He must think. It will be a difficult task, but if anyone can reach him and get him back, then it's a friend like you.
Open the chest and get the book to safety. Easier said than done. Do you know what the breath of death could be referring to?
I think I know.
Give it a blow. Yahoo!
How did you do that?
I don't just look like a ghost, Wilbur. I am one.
What do you mean?
I am dead.
No! You're not dead. You're the Archmage. You were transformed, and Ivo wanted to change you back.
And she managed that. But then I had to go, Wilbur. I am so weak that you had to help me to appear here.
But how are we supposed to, without you?
So far, you've managed pretty well without me, my friend.
How can you be dead?
My death wasn't in vain. I went at the height of my powers. That's the stuff of legends.
But It wasn't your time. Not even close.
I did just buy a new pair of shoes that I was keen to break in. I wanted to give my cleaning lady a nice present for her birthday next week. I have still got hosts to deal with and would have liked to have spent a few more evenings sitting on my balcony. I don't think one is ever ready to go, but I'm gone now, and others will have to step up and fight in my stead.
I'm supposed to stop the apocalypse and fight a powerful sorcerer while the country's in chaos. How am I supposed to do all that? I'm not a mage anymore.
That's exactly the point. No one can do all these things on their own. But you and Ivo, the rats, the inhabitants of Seastone, together you stand a chance.
No, Nate.
Don't wait for a messiah who is going to wave his magic wand and make everything okay again. Do it yourselves.
But the people all want something else, and lots of them only think of themselves.
That's why role models are required. Do what you think is right, and others will follow you. I have always valued you for your tenacity and your friendliness. You are never cruel nor cowardly. You never give up and never give in. Onwards, Wilbur Weathervane, with friendliness and courage in your heart, and lead others by good example. And perhaps carry a flag or something like that, so that people further back can see you.
Hey! Mean!
My time in this world is over, Wilbur.
Will you come and visit me as a ghost sometimes and give me some good advice?
No, my friend. You know everything that you need to know.
But don't go.
If you want to honor my memory, then lead your life in line with all that I've taught you. And don't leave cupboard doors open. Farewell, Wilbur Weathervane.
No, don't go! So we do need to play a tune to get through to him. But what tune does Timmy like?
So it's just one more seal, right?
Yep. And
This is the last one?
Just the Timmy one, yeah.
Esther,
Yes?
do you know the tune that Timmy likes to whistle?
Yes. His mother used to hum that tune to him when he couldn't sleep. I did the same whenever he had nightmares.
How does it go?
La 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 la. Like that.
Oh god, okay. Can you take a screenshot of this, Steve, in case there's some sort of mini game later? Tell me when you're ready.
It's a simple thing, though, isn't it?
I think the last one differs a little bit, but we also don't know what the UI will be when it comes time to it.
Yep. Okay.
How did Timmy's tune go again?
La 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 la. Like that.
Thank you, Esther. I was able to summon Archmage Alistair's ghost. That's all he is anymore. A ghost.
You mean he's dead?
Princess Ivo changed him back, but then I don't exactly know what happened then.
I didn't know him personally, but from what I've heard, he was a very wise man. And he had a big heart, a rare combination.
He also had the oddest sense of humor. He once claimed he taught a bunch of otters a musical number in his youth. Weird.
I'd have loved to have seen that.
Me too.
Would you rather be a ghost or a zombie, Steve?
Ghost.
Yeah? So you can't
So,
touch
what
anything?
about you? Yeah, but then I'm not completely gross, though.
Right, yeah. Oh,
What about you?
Yeah, I guess ghost as well. The zombie would have its benefits, but yeah.
See you later, Esther. I have to go.
Bye.
Sort of don't, because I also don't like the undead fiction when it goes too, like, when they extend it too far. If it's as simple as just like, oh, yeah, zombies attack people or some other undead thing, but when they go into like, oh, the stomach's still rotting even though the person's alive, like, Like the TV show Torchwood went into that, where there was characters that became immortal, but their body still rots. Like, and the way they do it is just weird to think of.
Mm.
Archmage Alistair said we could probably get through to Timmy with a tune. It's worth a try.
So be far left, and then go right, and then down one by one.
He listened, but he didn't seem to like what he heard. It has to be a tune that means something to Timmy, something personal. That's it! Remember, Timmy? Your mother used to sing this tune to you when you couldn't fall asleep. Remember,
like the ET tune.
Concentrate. Think about the good and friendly things, not the hate. You're not a monster, you're a little rat and you're loved.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about.
Team Timmy achievement.
Nothing happened.
Oh, I didn't want any of this to happen. Did I? Did I hurt anyone?
No. I think you make a pretty bad werewolf rat.
Hey.
Ooh, we got ghosts. People would rather be a ghost.
Munkus tricked me for the second time, Timmy. He disguised himself as your uncle in the cave and then sent me here.
Then perhaps Uncle Remy is still alive.
Maybe he is.
I'm sure he is. Uncle Remy can't be beaten that easily. We have to look for him.
You can bet on that, but I need to find the book first.
But if Munkus wants the book, then it must be evil.
In the wrong hands, it could mean the end of the world. We have to find it.
And then we'll look for Uncle Remy.
Damn straight we
Deal.
will.
But
didn't you
there's
tell me
one
about
that had
those
a
earlier?
maggot up her nose for like several days.
I didn't know how. And I was worried you'd be scared of me. Most people are scared of werewolves. And for good reason. We can't control ourselves, you know. We don't realise when we do evil.
Yes, but the Archmage Alistair said you can learn to control the curse.
The Archmage? Is he all right?
Let's talk some more about that tomorrow. I think you've had enough adventures for one day. I found this. You must have lost it.
Oh, my neckerchief.
Yeah.
Now that's the Timmy to do math I know. I think I know where the sorcerer hid the book. But to get to it, I have to know how to say open in Ratish.
Open.
Exactly, but in Ratish.
Open. Have you never noticed that we talk to each other?
You mean Ratish is exactly the same as our language?
No, your language is like ours. Rats and big people have lived side by side for so long. You've picked up the odd thing or two.
Amazing! The magic word is open. Hey, I know Ratish. Let's get back to the others. You must be dead tired.
Can I hide under your hat again? The moon is so bright.
Of course, for as long as you want.
Timmy has the same accent as Neil from In Between Us.
Yeah, a bit.
Not the same tone, but
Yeah, but the same accent. It reminds me of, it's probably obscure, but there was that Russell Brand show where he showed like clips of like documentaries and then he would talk
Wonderland.
over them. Yeah, and there was that one about, I think it was about maybe like crime in general or something, but there was that kid that used to steal from houses, like he constantly got in trouble for.
That's right.
And it was the one that's like, they asked him, he goes, would he stop it? And he goes, no, I can't stop knocking over houses. And he goes, maybe if I lived in the country, it'd be less. And they go, oh, really? And he goes, because they asked, why would it be the country? He goes, well, you know, there's less houses in the country, and there's less houses in the country. I wouldn't have to do as many of them. And let's cut back to Russell Brand. He does the accent where he goes, yeah, wrap your head around that town plan in your mug, you fucking governor. But it's like that kid's voice. It reminds me of that kid's
That was
voice.
the last seal.
Yeah. Fucking Deej!
He's a raid.
Hello.
Hello, Baltimore. You've been
Oh yeah,
raided.
Deej, how you doing?
Any of us could
Welcome
be the
in.
killer.
This isn't the right place to read a book like this. I'll go join my friends by the bright, warm fire.
Destroy the book, you dickhead.
So that's your plan then? Pretty risky.
I know, but even if I destroy the book, Monkus will find another copy sooner or later. We have to destroy the machine in the temple.
Thanks for the raid. I
and the
think you were
wand
playing
if
Cult
we
of the
ever
Lamb,
want to be
right?
Truly safe.
Or Cult of the
And
Dump.
we're going to use this as bait.
I tried. There won't be proof. That game might be proof I'm bad at games because I reached a point where I couldn't progress, and I'd done all the upgrading stuff at that point, and I just couldn't progress with it. And then I've heard other people say it was easy. The game's easy.
Right. Yeah, I've never
But I had
played
the
it.
same I had the same experience with that as Enter the Gungeon, where I just reached a point where I had good runs and bad runs, but I just couldn't get past a certain point on those that's what you call them, roguelites.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, welcome in. We are playing Book of Unwritten Tales 2. We are near the end. The goalpost of beating the game seems to get pushed out further and further. But we're doing well. We've solved all the puzzles. We haven't really been stuck today, which is great. We're a little gnome, and we are trying to stop an ancient evil. It's a very funny, witty game. Yeah, sit back and relax and watch if you'd like.
And us opening the chest when the raid happens, that's like a milestone we just hit because we've been spending those 5 seals on the chest that you had to do different things to unlock them, and we literally just unlocked the last one.
Yeah.
And a character's a dickhead who should throw that book on the fire, but for some reason he's not, probably for plot reasons.
Yeah.
So the bad guys can get it.
You three take care of yourselves. Thanks for all your help.
No, we must thank you, Wilbur. You helped us when no one else would. And you convinced others to help us too.
The next time we meet someone in need, we'll help them and say, you have Wilbur Weathervane to thank for that.
Yay!
I think the help alone will do. Thanks. What will you do once Timmy and I have left?
The mayor was here. It took a while for him to pluck up the courage to come closer than 10 paces away from us.
That's right.
But I think he's coming round. He says the village needs a handyman and that you told him that Nate and I can repair pretty much anything.
That sounds great. You could even take over the handyman's workshop.
You could join
There's
Hire
no one
Hobbies
left to
Thief.
contest ownership of the house.
All right, we'll go there. The mayor has invited us for a glass of water.
Probably holy water, just in case.
We'll pass that test, I'm sure.
I'm not very good at goodbyes.
Let's say, until we meet again, not goodbye. Take care of yourself.
I'll do my best.
Look after yourself, and look after Timmy.
Oh, I will.
I will. I think it's a good plan, and we have enough time to train
Whoa.
for it. Timmy and I will...
Hey! Bloody Monkus. Achievement. Last gnome standing. Return unscathed from the castle.
Surprise!
Monkus! I'm going to...
Stay where you are and do nothing. Or do you want something bad to happen to these two?
To her, don't give a shit. Oh, them.
Ivo! Critter!
Wilbur, you have to stop him!
Okay, maybe we are at the very end. This kind of seems like a very end kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let Ivo and Critter go right now, or...
Or you have nothing to threaten me with, Weathervane. The fireball and the fatty put up a worthy fight. But they ultimately had no chance against my power.
The fatty!
Just like you.
Verdantry, if you're still hanging around, do you want to resend me that voice clip that you posted? Because if I am about to beat it, you did want me to play something at the end. Keep in mind, I haven't filtered it, so if he's being a filth bag, I'll blame it on Steve.
But I have no responsibility for this. I haven't okayed it, I haven't checked it.
Chantal, show this toad what your wand can do.
It doesn't work!
What?
As the little angel soon realized when I sent her mother to the realm of dreams. Why do you think I didn't go to the dark woods to get the book myself? Hmm?
I don't know.
I had more important things to do. Did you know there were 3 Van Buren brothers?
Okay.
One created that remarkable wand over there,
This is
the
like the
most
Harry Potter
powerful
thing.
one there is. The second created the book that explains how one can use it to open gates between the worlds. But the third brother, the cleverest of all, didn't trust his power-hungry siblings.
Is he a Van Buren?
He created a ring that protected him from his brother's magic. And it's still serving well.
He looks like a Goomba from Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to chop the finger off, like Sauron.
Yeah, bite it off. Or bite it off like Gollum and Frodo.
Then I went and got this book for nothing.
Oh, no. You've done my cause a great favor in doing so, Wilbur. I knew you would get hold of that book with the right kind of motivation. The resistance needs a leader. And I know of no greater fighter for good than you.
Hang on, surely Remy... Remy wasn't him all the time in all the games, was he?
Sound familiar?
No.
You rotten little monster!
Why, thank you. The book! Put it
That's
on the
him.
lectern!
Not a chance!
Ha! We both know you'll do anything to save your friends.
No, Wilbur, don't do it!
Quiet, you.
Ah!
Don't!
The book! Now!
Wilbur!
And that's why evil will always triumph in the end. You goodies are too compassionate. You, step back. You, start reading.
Should hip and shoulder him into the...
Can't read very well yet.
Well, just try, sweetheart.
Nocturus Maximalis Aeternalis.
You have to stop him, Wilbur, at any cost.
We must stop him.
I know. I have a plan.
Do we?
Dox Nigus Paratlatus
Thank you.
Groklag.
Oh, we can actually control now. Let's see. What do we have? We got Timmy. Can Timmy do something? Let Timmy pounce on
A little
Monkus?
rat against a sorcerer? Not exactly a fair fight.
Oh, okay. Can
Can we
we...
transform him?
There's no moon.
Neither Timmy nor I can do anything about the magical bubbles. Monkus and Chantal are the only mages here. Timmy can't stop the machine. At least not directly.
Alright, what do we got? Okay, cool.
I can't afford any mistakes. If my plan fails, Monkus won't lose 1 second in making Ivor and Critter pay for it.
Tongs, look what MVP Lise brought. A pretzel croissant. Yum.
He's mesmerized by the spectacle.
Okay, so
He
means
believes that he is closer to victory than ever before.
we must be able to do Oh, we throw Timmy in the moonlight.
Tell me,
Yeah.
Monkus, what
There is
did you
no-
really do with Remy?
The ghost had injured him. Giving him a little magical nudge over the edge of the abyss was easy after that. Why do you ask? Did you want to give him his hat back?
Yes, please.
No, I just thought Timmy should hear it from you. Doesn't that make you angry, Timmy? Give me that book! Ah! Oof.
Oh, critter. Almost.
No! Was that it? That was your plan?
I do it when she's at work.
You wanted to defeat a sorcerer with brute force?
Yeah.
You keep reading.
Yeah, no.
Good his propeller. That's cool.
Well, what else can you do if you can't do magic?
Apparuro.
No! No! Impossible!
What?
No!
I don't know what happened.
Ah!
Oh, that's
Who was that? Was that us?
House Wilbur.
Flap opening spell? You've tricked me with a child's spell?
I knew I had to distract you from Chantal and the machine for a while, and besides, it worked.
It's like the Balrog.
How did that spell get in the book?
I know a little something about bookbinding, doesn't everybody?
I will.
Oh no. Hang on, terminal velocity means we wouldn't catch up.
No, unless...
Let go, gnome.
Wind resistance.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the more aerodynamic, but then that wouldn't be the case.
Oh, hang on. What are we
A
doing here?
metal pipe leading into the depths of the machine. Couldn't say where it goes or what it does, though.
Okay.
Hoses, cables, vials, and mystical symbols. Only the truly deranged could ever come up with something like this. You can see the brothers were constantly fiddling around with the machine. A lot of it looks pretty temporary. These two pipes are held together by nothing but a clamp. Got it.
This reminds me a little bit of the Full Throttle ending.
A pressure
I
hose.
think,
Warm, thick wall, rigid and attached to the machine by a sleeve.
Okay. If we...
I was going to raise it here. I think there might be a full throttle thing happening in real life.
Clamp this.
Because Harley Davidson has a new German CEO,
Oh, yeah?
and then people are like, I think there's, okay, I think he's mentioned, he's mentioned about having more equality and stuff like that, and Harley Davidson owners are losing their minds and
turn the steam on at the same time.
scratching the nameplate off their bikes or swearing it's their last Harley Davidson bike they're going to buy. Which means they're probably horrible people, because he hasn't enacted anything. He's just going to say there's going to be more equality and stuff. That's enough, but
Hey!
yeah, it seems like
Stop that! Are you
that reminded me
trying
of Full
to kill
Throttle.
us all? Hey! Stop that! Are you trying to kill us all?
A little bit.
I didn't know about Kiana's motorcycle thing.
Well, are your arms getting heavy yet?
What are we doing here? Oh, what's this?
I don't know exactly what those liquids are or what they're good for, and if I'm lucky, I never will.
Oh, damn.
Hey!
Oh, we got to put the vent
Are you trying
underneath
to kill
him.
us all?
Okay, that makes sense.
A grating with a pipe underneath. It leads into the machine. Maybe some kind of exhaust?
How are we going to do this, though? How are we going to know when it's 1, 2, 3? 3 turns and we'll go back over there.
Let go, gnome!
1.
Presumably you can use that to set the machine. It must be tricky to open a gate to another dimension and come out at the right place.
2. Come on.
Well, are the alarms getting heavy yet?
Got him! Hell yeah.
I don't know how much further down it is. All I know is the impact isn't going to be much fun.
Oh!
Need
Oh!
a lift by any chance?
She can show me the world. Yahoo!
Ah, the saviour of the worlds.
Lovely.
But it's not really saved, is it?
No. But we have given it a second chance.
At least now I know I don't have to be a mage to make a difference.
I never thought you were a particularly fantastic mage anyway.
Hey!
Brutal.
But why should you have to be a mage? You're inventive, you're tenacious, you don't need magic.
Archmage Alistair said that when you cooperate and remain persistent, you can accomplish more than any individual ever could. Even more than he can.
Perhaps that's your task, to bring people together and lead by good example.
I could at least give it a try. We've paid a high price. Alistair is gone. We can't find Remy anywhere, and Captain Nate...
Yes, a high price indeed.
Alistair said one best honours the dead by living your own life the way they would have wanted you to.
Perhaps we're already doing that. You're looking after Timmy, and since Nate's gone, Critter hardly leaves my side. Ow!
Oh, everything all right?
Do you reckon Nate's just going to pop out?
Pirate in here. He's a fighter, just like his father.
We'll think of something. After all, we saved the Archmage.
That was completely different.
You mean there's no hope at all? None?
On or in, Tongs? Oh! A butterfly!
There is always hope.
Oh. Okay. Success!
A weird ending.
I wonder if that means either there's going to be some after credit scenes, which we'll stay around for. But I wonder if that's either a sequel or...
Well, I think it's just, bait for a sequel where they're going to go next. But because I was thinking we weren't done just because, there was going to be a whole side thing because we never got the thing where he went back in time to be the gnome. Maybe that was just a story and we weren't actually going to be the nameless gnome mage in the past.
That was the bounty hunter, the girl.
Oh, she was the... This is the one in the past, the one that, killed the dragon or something like that?
Killed a dragon? Oh, I see what you're saying.
There was a story at the start of, this great gnome that... And I wouldn't have been killed the last dragon because there's dragons in this, but it's something like that. And we thought that he was going to go back in time and was going to be actual Wilbur.
Yeah. We'll wait till after the credits and we'll play Verdant Tree's little voice memo. This croissant had a cheeky surprise. It's got some sort of coffee custard inside.
Okay.
Arty fine. It is. It is indeed. A cheeky little terror. Exactly. It's really good.
Doug Cockle is The Witcher.
Yeah, I guess so. Archibald Fox. I don't remember.
I thought it said Fatonga was someone else, but with the double F at the start of their name, but I thought it said Fatonga for a second.
Fatongle's been a voice actor all these years without letting us know.
And letting us play this game without telling us he's the voice.
Hoopy Fruits?
Okay, Hoopy Foods, I'm assuming are Kickstarters. A really amazing thing, probably further another tier of Kickstarters.
Or Friends and Family, maybe?
Maybe. I think it's too many. It might be the previous section was Friends and Family, and these seem like Kickstarters. Yeah, because you got names like Garkham, like usernames, obviously.
I have an idea for what's next.
And someone called Jester59388. I'm assuming Kickstarters.
No, that's their mother's name. That's legal
that's
name.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about doing Back to the Future next?
Yeah, that'd be good. Like the old Telltale one.
Yep.
Did you do that one?
I finished it when it first came out, but I don't remember much of it at all.
Okay.
But I remember it being very good.
And I haven't seen it, so it'd be good to go through it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome People. 2x cubed. Or just
I think this is
plain
tiers of
Aaron.
Kickstarters. These all losers that just pitched in $50.
Lowercase Albert. Don't like these lowercase business. And you know what they say about... Let's see if this works.
I remember the story I know of the... I don't mind going through it because I never went through the Telltale. I think I saw briefly you play it.
Mm-hmm.
I went through it, but the thing I remember when it came out, because I was listening to the Kevin Smith podcast and he played it. Doesn't play much video games, but he played that and he goes, "Oh my god!" He said the one thing is the voice actors are freaking amazing because they didn't get Michael J. Fox, but they got pretty close. And then Kevin Smith himself does it. Because he's as an example of how good it is. Like Kevin Smith does an actual pretty good voice for both, where he goes, "Hey Doc, I almost fucked my mom. I don't want to hear about it, Marty." And like, that's got his filthy sense of humor, but also he did the voices pretty well when he did that joke.
Fun fact, Michael J. Fox is in the last episode. But not as Marty.
Okay.
Which is cool. I think he was having health problems, potentially.
Yeah, he still had the... he would have had further development.
Parkinson's.
Yeah, Parkinson's. I was going to say the genetic thing of complications. Because, he did Spin City for as long as he could, up to the end.
Yeah, he's in Curb Your Enthusiasm in 2 seasons, I think.
Okay.
Which is very good. You can imagine Larry David and him butting heads.
Yeah.
Oh, I have seen The Frighteners. It's very good.
I haven't seen it.
where the bad guy is Jake Busey.
Oh, okay.
It's a Peter Jackson movie.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen it.
Kind of has a similar vibe, vibe-ish to So I Married an Axe Murderer, crossed with Beetlejuice-ish, a little tiny bit maybe.
Okay.
It's kind of comedic and silly, but also yeah.
I hadn't watched much of Peter Jackson's early stuff until there was a double feature at the Astral Theatre of is it Brain Dead? His first one?
Yep.
Yeah, Brain Dead and Meet the Feebles.
Mm.
That was weird because it was like two completely separate, like very separate, but then they have this weird comedic feeling between them, connection, which you can see is probably Peter Jackson's thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of Kickstarters or backers or whatever.
Yeah, up to the P's.
I don't think so, no. But I don't think Book of Unwritten Tales 2 came out that long ago in the whole scheme of things. It's I don't have my phone with me, so I can't Google it. But hopefully we get more. What did you guys think? Did you prefer this one over the first one? The first one over this one?
This one was definitely better than the first one. Yeah, I think it was pretty good. I was wondering about, like, because I don't know if I'm just slightly off or whether the game was harder to riff on. That's the only thing I wondered about, like, towards the last few episodes. Because I noticed there hasn't been as much filthbaggery as there might be sometimes.
Well, filthbaggery is in the eye of the beholder, right? Maybe you're just off your game. Oh, well, Artie, fine. We back it up on YouTube, so if you ever did want to actually go back and watch it, it's always there. Ooh, we're at the end of the credits.
Huh.
In fact, Book of Unwritten Tales 1 was the first backup of Midwood Pony Creek. Dead. Oh no, it's water. You'll pay for this, Captain Planet.
Need a hand?
What? What? You what, mate? That could have been your laugh in hardcore, Steve.
Yeah.
Achievement, prevail against evil. Well, it looks like we did it. Very, very good. All right, let me see if I can find that message from Verdant Tree. Finding the actual voice clip will take a bit of...
So I'm assuming it's going to be on stream, but I'm not going to hear it. I'll just turn on the stream volume.
Yeah, you can do that. Open in case finishing Book of Unwritten Tales. It's okay, I got it. It is 15 seconds
Minutes.
long.
Oh.
Let me turn down the game volume so everyone can hear it. This should come through. I don't see why it wouldn't. Alright, that should be quieter for everyone. Alright, here goes. From one Verdant Tree. Verdant Tree, I'm about to play your voice clip. Hopefully it comes through.
have to deal with the fact that they'll never finish this story as well. This was my plan all along. Now you all must suffer with me!
You bastard! Oh, you son of a gun. That is such a me thing to do as well.
Then the studio so the studio closed, or they just decided not to do it?
Let's have a look. Book of Unwritten Tales 3. There's a Facebook page about it.
Gross.
2020 was the last response in the Steam thread, saying that the company was releasing a pretty large game. It seems September this year. Really? They did another game? Interesting. Last thing I saw about it, and them mentioning a third game, was after they made this one. What is the Let's have a look. What is the company? King Games? Okay. Not King as in, like, the mobile developer King. Like Candy Crush and all that. Who may all... there is Embracer. Wow, yeah, I guess it is... It is lost. We'll never know. What an evil thing to do. You're saying that you made us play through 14 episodes of a game just to satiate your own disappointment and... Okay. Well, you missed it, but our next game will be... There is another game that's a prequel to the first game. Ah, yeah. Sweet. All right. Well, we won't keep you. Let us see if there's anyone on that we can shoot a raid through to. I want to thank DG, F&Deej for raiding. Lovely, lovely to do that. Let's see. See if anyone's playing the first one. Would you believe there isn't? Let's send you across to Plodsky. He's playing Castlevania, and I know that there was a whole announcement for Castlevania recently, which I'm excited to see. Hopefully, Vinny Vania makes another reappearance. Oh, fuck, I did it wrong. Hang on. Raid Plodsky. All right. Locking you guys in the raid cannon. Be sure to say hello to Plodsky. Make sure you eat some delicious food over the weekend. Maybe a croissant that's filled with coffee variety cream.
Already had KFC last night.
Yeah, KFC. Beautiful. That's the start to the weekend. That was a Friday. Great. Enjoy what you like, have a coffee, and we will see you most likely on Monday. Monday will be my birthday, so I'll do a Rocksmith stream there and play some tunes during the day because I got the day off. Psyche, welcome in. We will see you next time. Thanks for sticking around.